Yeah, because
Yeah.
he's the only one other person that's talked in my mind.
Okay.
I think
And
I'm sitting next to Shin though.
you're all sitting next to each other at a dinner table. You're in the
Right.
dining hall.
Hello,
Except for
Kori.
Matthias.
Except Boner
Matthias
Town
forgot.
over there.
Boner Town has left the building to get the ride on.
And scene.
Oh, we're starting with V? Got it. Cool. Go for it, Mr. Boner.
No, I'm saying scene is that's where you're starting.
Okay, panic, freak out. Shin, what do I do? That's basically how we ended.
It's true.
I
That is
don't-
basically how you ended.
I don't really know. I thought, I can only do the whole voice in your head thing myself. I can't really do voice in your head from other people doing voice in your head.
But is it normal for people to be able to talk into people's heads?
Not necessarily. I mean, I had to make a device to do it myself, so maybe someone else has a device around here.
There are spells that do that.
How about strangers? Why would strangers want to talk to me in my head?
Sorry, who's talking in your head exactly?
As previously stated, this person, thing, whoever, says that she's Danica, but definitely doesn't sound like Danica.
That's not good.
That was kind of my takeaway, so that's what I was like, please hold, and then I freaked out.
Can she still hear you?
No idea.
I think if this spell is like the spell I have, then you can cut off the connection if that's what you want to do, or do you want to keep talking to her?
She wants me to come supposedly meet Danica's mom.
So Danica wants you to meet Danica's mom.
Fake Danica wants me to meet Danica's, possibly fake Danica's mom.
Sounds like a terp.
Definitely sounds like a terp.
So what should I do? Should I respond back? Be like, well, think about it? I don't know. I'm not used to people talking in my head, besides me.
Yes?
What do I say to the creepy lady?
Well, if it is a trap, you may wish to know where the trap is set.
Good point. Good point. I was a little freaked out. I didn't think about that. So I'm gonna try this again. In my mind. I'm like, Danica?
There's no response.
Oh, nope. Fake Danica has left the building, aka my brain.
Nala, I need you to make me a charisma saving throw.
Okay. I need to pull up my character sheet. I forgot that. Alright. Charisma saving throw?
Uh-huh. Okay.
Oh, I did
Noted.
good. Maybe.
What do the rest of you do?
Stare.
I imagine at this point, dinner is mostly over.
Kori wants to find somewhere private to cast sending.
Okay. Private.
Private adjacent, as most private as possible.
Most every place here has somebody occupying it. The only places that you would find out that has any sort of privacy are the smaller rooms set aside for more distinguished members of the NBs. The captain has her own quarters, and that's basically it.
Hide under the table. No one will see you there.
Fuck.
Kill a fort in that
How many
barracks.
are there? Like a lot of people left in the dining hall?
It's filtering out to a smaller amount, but there looks to be some people who are starting to clean it up. And they're not necessarily giving you the stink eye, but they're definitely like, we kind of want you to leave so we can clean up this area.
Yeah. Okay. I guess. Shit. We're not in the break room. We're in the dining hall.
Correct.
So I guess let's go to the break room. And anyone in the party who wants to come with me is welcome. I just want to be private from people who aren't us. If that makes sense.
You will know that in the break room, you'll probably run into people who go in and out constantly, and sending has a decent amount of cast time.
Yeah, I mean, and I assume that I have to talk out loud.
No, I'm gonna say you have mental communication.
Okay, well then, the break room is fine. And I guess it's not that interesting if people want to come with me, if they can't hear my half of the conversation. Like, I don't care if people know I'm casting a spell, I just don't want them to hear what I'm saying. Do you know what I mean?
Yep.
So I'll go wherever it makes sense.
Kori's
I
just
will
like
follow.
excusing herself from the group.
Well, she's gonna, I guess that's a good point. She'd be like, I think we should call Danica's mom. So I'm gonna
Wait,
try that.
do you how? Wait, how do you know Danica's mom?
Danica's memories are fading, but I have some of them. So I think I can remember enough of what her mom looks and sounds like to call her.
Interesting. All this mind business.
Bahamut mind business.
Chalk that up to the tasting of magic.
Yeah, but you do that with your mouth, not your brain.
Okay,
My tummy says to call Danica's mom.
It must be right. Proceed.
So Shin said he was going to follow. Was anybody else going to?
I said I was following.
Okay. And Isk?
This will follow too in that case.
Right. So the only person not there is Matthias.
Matthias, you want to follow? If only I didn't have just the 30-foot range for my telepathy.
Oh, no, you don't want that.
I go to cast sending, but instead of sending it to Danica's mom, I send it to Matthias. I'm like, how you doing? Everything going okay?
Matthias, you will find out that you're in actually a brothel, but it'll be about an hour before you have the chance to get around unless you try to interrupt her earlier.
Okay.
So back to Kori. Kori, roll me. So you have like, I see all of them set up, but you have like 3 of them. Is there a way you can trim down which ones are being used? That way we can rename them. I don't think we can rename them, can we? Nope. Never mind. We'll just do this. There. So these will be called fate rolls. So Kori, make me a fate roll.
Where is this macro? Is it the 1 button? My shit's all fucked up.
Oh, my macro got deleted on me.
Yeah, I
Yeah, it's
deleted all of
gone.
them because you can't rename them for some dumb reason.
So your macro
So I should
deleted all
just-
of our macros?
No, I've deleted all the macros that have 46 and have
So
just
I should
one.
just roll my physical dice, is what you're
Yes, you
saying.
can roll 46.
6, 5, 1, 4.
Okay, so you're actually, it's pretty quiet in the break room. You get maybe
Excellent.
one person in the entire time that you cast sending.
Okay. Kori is going to, Jesus, this is a lot of pressure, cast sending.
Sure.
And she is going to say, uh,
2.
to Danica's mom, she's going to say, Madam Fairenclaw, you don't know me, but my name is Kori, and I have to tell you something, and it's imperative that you listen. I have to ask you, is Danica there?
Really glad we're not going by original sending rules.
Well, I would have planned this differently if we were going by original sending rules.
The response is, "Hello, Kori. Why, yes, Danica is here. I don't know why you decided to message me instead of her."
This is already creepy.
Does that sound like Danica's mom to my
It
memory?
does. Yep.
It does. You can't, I know you don't know me, but you can't trust her.
I don't know who you are, Kori, but I don't understand what you're expecting out of this.
That's not Danica, and you need to know that.
I'm going to respectfully ask you to never send me again. And the sending's cut off.
But, well, I tried.
Can't say you didn't try to warn her.
We super can't go there, y'all.
Kori, you went southern.
Yeah, we super can't go there.
Oh goodness, no, please.
So, I don't really know what we do next.
Well, my person left, so
So my thing is, this is just a randomness from Danica that isn't a Danica. Unless you're really curious to know why Danica is alive, Kori, I see no point to pursue this matter.
I actually agree with you.
Who is Danica?
Oh god. Damn it, Tig.
Did I hear Tig's laugh through your mic?
Yeah, they're next to
Yeah.
each other.
Potentially.
Yeah, we're in the same room.
Can
Sorry.
I cop out and just say that that Kori explains who Danica is without having to do it?
You have other people here who don't know who Danica is either.
that sounds like no.
Cast sending again.
Oh, that's true. Shin also doesn't know who Danica is, does he?
Nope.
Fuck.
He's heard of the Farron Claws, but he doesn't know Danica specifically.
They seem important, but
Like, I literally don't even know where to start.
Could just say Danica's a derp and leave it at that.
I can try to help you, Kori.
I mean, you knew her very differently than I did, but at least you met her? This is complicated.
Yeah, I knew her physically. That didn't come out right. I knew her in person. You knew her in her mind. Yeah, that's
Right.
what I'm trying to say. So, I'll talk about the in-person stuff. You can talk about the mind stuff.
Yeah, maybe if you start, then I can build on that.
Alright, so Danica was an interesting individual. Very sweet, but not so bright. She liked to be strong, and she liked Goldie. We went and we fought Tiamat, or a dragon that did bad stuff. Then Goldie saved us, and she's dead. Not Goldie. Danica.
Cody's like, I'm not dead.
I'm really good at storytelling, guys.
Hey, Goldie appeared again.
Yeah, she was dragonborn like me, but I guess at the end of your fight with that dragon, the first one, she died or something, but then when I appeared here, her brain was in my brain.
Ta-da! That's storytelling with Nala and Kori.
High five.
I return this epic high
Hell
five.
yeah. Hell yeah. Buff ladies high fiving.
Oh, this is very confusing.
I agree. But I guess the point is Danica got trapped in that crystal, and when we destroyed it, she's gone. So that literally can't be her.
Well, it's got to be someone.
Her own mother would not recognize her child.
I think potentially something looks like Danica, but Danica's family was never super happy with who she was. So there might be a level of wishful thinking that she returned from her travels different than when she left, and they're just accepting these differences.
So I guess the real question is, should we go to try to protect Danica's mom? Because obviously this thing is definitely not Danica and may possibly have ill intent.
Oh, for sure. I just worry that whatever that is way more powerful than we can handle. If this group has spies in Hobblehaven and they're compromised somehow, then that's probably the scariest place we could possibly go at the moment. So maybe we just don't fall for this trap right now. I mean, the Danica left in me wants you to save her mom, and I don't want innocent people to die, but I have a feeling that this Danica thing is playing a long game with us here.
So obviously cons, this thing could be super powerful and we can't deal with it. Pros, what would be the pros to going? Obviously, saving Danica's mom, possibly. What are some other pros and cons we can think of to try to weigh the situation.
We would be able to see this Danica and determine whether or not it is really who it says it is.
I mean, I could try calling her too, but that seems really dangerous to me.
Trying to talk to dead people is probably not very spiritually sound.
Well, I have a different spell for that, but I assume if I cast sending and assume that Danica's alive, I might reach this thing. Maybe.
Well, if you believe that she is dead, I believe you.
Believe Goldie, she's the one who told me.
I assume Goldie is there with us.
Yep.
Cool.
Goldie's just watching all of you and listening quietly.
Trying to think how to phrase this question.
So maybe we just keep gathering information. I assume she'll keep calling if we don't go to her. And we continue with our plans to find these scales and repair our amulets.
There, from what you can think of, could there be any worse repercussions from ignoring this entity?
Probably.
I'll say about this time, Matthias, she is done. Your time, quote unquote, is up, and she's like, hey, we can't have this room any longer. So you're able to make your way back to the underground if you so wish to.
Yeah, probably would.
And you will eventually be able to find your party members.
Come and join us.
Or
Yes, we're
probably
having
not
so
as
much
exciting.
fun.
I like how we've turned the break room into like our own personal meeting room.
About how late is it at this point?
It's, we'll say it's getting to be, a lot of people are starting to, I would say around 8 or 9 at night.
Okay. Yeah, I guess I'd try and find where the party went, because it's probably a little early to go to bed yet.
Does he find us? Can I give him shit?
He would be able to find you eventually. That's not difficult. You just look around and try to find people, or try to find, just ask questions, and eventually you'll get to the break room. And everybody sees Matthias Hunter. Hooray!
Hey!
The hell was that?
I don't know. I feel like Kori lost some intelligence points.
Kori is not very smart to start with.
Yeah, this is not good for us.
So, what did I miss?
Oh, people talking inside other people's heads.
It's perfectly normal.
So you were having more fun with them then?
No, Danica was having fun with Anala.
Except it wasn't Danica,
Danica enough.
I guess.
Apparently she was dead and now she is not. Or maybe she is not Danica.
That's
I think the second one, but yeah.
I think the third one.
What's that, Shin?
Someone here was talking inside Nala's head just to try to throw us off.
Like off our current mission goal.
I don't know. We don't even really have anything we're doing, so it's a bit confusing to me.
I thought we were gathering scales and stuff. We kind of got here because we got chased here.
Yes.
Well, no, we didn't get
we,
chased
we would
here.
like to continue doing that, but we're also sort of stuck here until we get a ship.
That's true.
Who else would know about her? Were there any others with you when you fought the dragon?
Quinn, but he's also dead. Matthias.
Oh, are you talking about that dragon?
What dragon?
The
believe Danica was killed fighting a dragon?
Yes.
That's what I understood.
Good talk, Matthias.
Glad I could help.
So, about that boat. How much longer do we think that's going to take?
Long enough.
We got you materials to fix an amulet. Could we maybe be working on that until we can get a ship?
That's not necessary to require all of you with that. That's also something I've been trying to figure out during my after trance time. I would assume that we should probably busy ourselves with things that would actually help out the NBs more often.
The what
Okay.
bees?
The NBs pulls out the coin. Says NB on it, right? Maybe.
Yep.
Maybe.
Non-believers. I remember things.
Yeah, we could see what we could do to help around here.
Plus, I'm assuming the more we help them out, the more they'd be inclined to actually help us with a ship.
That sounds like a pretty good plan.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe see what we need to do for these people to get what we need to do, and if this non-Danica persists in communicating with me, and or things start to escalate to dangerous proportions for wherever this non-Danica is, then we pursue that. Yes?
Seems reasonable.
Yeah, just, keep us updated if she calls again, I guess.
Okay, I will put her on hold.
Yeah. all things considered, it's possible that maybe any of us might be getting that next call.
I would presume it would either be me again or you looking at Matthias.
It's possible, or if it's not actually Danica, it could be any of us.
Right, but if it's pretending to be Danica, I would presume that it knows about Danica and her demise and would know that she would not know these other people. It would raise suspicion if they were contacted.
Most likely.
No, I need you to make me a wisdom save. Okay, noted. Continue.
I'm assuming that since we're talking, she also has she is within 10 feet, so it gets the +4 to that. But that's probably
That's up
still
to you,
not enough.
really. I think you need to be within 10 feet. So the break room is probably about 20 feet. So if she's on the exact, no, I'd say it's bigger than that. 30 feet by 30 feet, we'll say. So for the most part, if you're all sitting around a table, yeah, she's got it.
But 4 on top of a 6 probably doesn't help much.
Probably not.
Anyways, continue.
That's all I had.
Oh, let's go to bed and we'll talk to the captain in the morning?
Sounds great.
Sounds like a plan. What?
Kori puts her arm around Matthias' shoulder and goes, "So, you have a good evening?"
This is really kind of creepy.
Like on the way out,
It was an evening.
Kori pats Matthias on the back and then, goes to bed.
What do the rest of you do?
Yes, Matthias, you must be ready to build your nest soon.
What?
Sounds right.
Oh, Shin explained.
Yep, still sounds right.
I think I'm going to bed. Matthias is just gonna walk out and go to bed.
Poor Isk.
Doesn't understand why Matthias isn't happy about this.
Nala and Shin, what do you two do?
Hey Shin,
Hello.
do you need any help in the workshop?
Not at this particular juncture. I have some things I'm testing as well as working with the amulet, so we'll figure it out. I'll figure it out more myself.
Okay, then I'm gonna go ahead and retire. If you find out you do need something, let me know.
Okay.
Good night.
Good night.
Okay. Miser, give me a fate roll.
A
Shin.
fate roll?
Yep.
I don't think I did it.
Nope.
This is just a 46, right?
Yeah. Oh, I wonder if I didn't set the permissions right. Might be why. Okay. We'll say it's fine. Let's see. Does everybody go to bed besides Shin?
Yeah, Matthias did.
I did.
Yes.
And you're going to the male side, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Bye. Hello.
Welcome back.
I don't know what she did, but I can't fix it right now for you, unfortunately.
Strangle him, Beck. Strangle him.
1 second, there's technical difficulties.
This will be interesting because all right. So as you guys are sleeping, this is to Matthias and Isk specifically because of the side you're on. The door to the male side bursts open.
Oh, great.
Like somebody kicked it open. And everybody's like, and there's a bunch of other people, and they're like, quiet down. And there's a bellow as a dwarven voice goes, who knows the pointy-eared man who's been working up all night with the metal thing?
Oh, I do.
Rip me.
We require assistance right now.
Okay.
Shh, shut up, there's somebody hurt.
What?
What?
Come with me. And he runs off.
I follow.
Come with
Same.
me if you want to live.
So you guys follow this dwarf who's running down the hallways with some urgency. And you end up, I don't know if either of you have actually been to the workshop yet, but you end up in a workshop where there's a bunch of different tables, benches, working devices that you can craft items, what have you. And there's Shin lying on the ground with MPT lying next to him, poking at him with his paw with a very indignant look of like, all right, asshole, stop it. And there's a small, tiny metal item next to him. I would say metal cube, a small, tiny metal cube.
Divine sense.
Divine sense shows there's nothing evil here.
I gotta pull my spell list up.
Uh,
Oh, good, I did prep cure wounds. If he looks like he's lying on the ground and not in good shape, I guess automatically cast cure wounds to be safe.
Okay. Shin, you come back to life with a jolt.
Huh? Huh? Ah.
what,
Okay, that doesn't work that way.
what happened?
Things?
The dwarf chimes in. This bloody bastard picked up whatever that is, and he points at the metal cube, started cackling, it did something, and then bolts of electricity jumped out, and he passed out. And that's why I ran for you guys.
Oh yeah, no. I pick up the device again, and I don't channel my magic into it, and I go, all right, no. I know what I need to do with this. I need to tweak some things here. No, we're good. Maybe I need to sleep first, though.
What is that?
A thing.
What kind of thing?
Would you like me to go into my in-depth explanation?
Maybe start with the short version, and that's
All right,
not quite as short
version.
as the
All
thing.
right, let's see if I can figure out a short version. So, I've been wondering how to make my time after trancing more efficient, or even before trancing. Just that time, that 4 hours where most people are usually sleeping, I want to still be active. So I've been working on this thing, and I've been making adjustments to it, and I figured, at a certain point, it needs enough energy to actually be able to work on its own. But before that, I wanted to try to see if that energy source could come from someone that could supply it for it. And maybe it might work this way, maybe it might not. But hey, you won't know unless you try. So I gave it a shot. And hi, how are you?
So it basically blew up on you.
I wouldn't say blew up. It still completely works fine. I just need to adjust how it gets its energy source.
Was Shin dead and we brought him back to life?
In the small time, you don't really know because you're just like cure wounds. All right, he's good now.
Oh no, that was an out loud question to
Oh,
Matthias.
okay.
I don't know. You healed him up before we really even knew if he was alive or dead. But if cure wounds was all that needed to wake him up, then maybe he just was knocked out. Because if he was actually dead, I'm sure we would have needed a more powerful spell than that.
Thanks for caring, Matthias.
Maybe next time when you're experimenting with something that could do that, maybe make sure you
As
have
he's
somebody
telling me
around.
about safety procedures, I immediately just start working on the device again.
You're gonna electrocute yourself in front of Matthias.
Did you actually say that as Tig? Or
No,
as Isk?
Isk does not know the word electrocute.
Please don't operate any heavy machinery without the presence of your local cleric.
But I'm operating small machinery.
That was a joke.
What small machinery?
Do not operate high energy items and without the proper safety equipment.
Which would be your local cleric.
Are you gonna be okay if we head back to sleep?
Huh? What? Yeah, no, I'll be good.
Are you sure?
Yes.
And PT looked sad.
MPT looks sad. MPT is fine.
Guess I'll head back to bed and don't go knocking yourself out again.
They will wake us again if needs healing.
Oh, don't worry, laddie. I'll get you up real quick.
I have every vote of confidence that you will.
I got my eye on you, buddy.
Speaking of, do you actually need any help around here?
Oh, I need plenty of help, but not if you're gonna electrocute things.
I only electrocuted myself.
That's fair.
So what do you need?
And he goes through like explaining things that he needs help with and stuff like that. So the two of them will start going back and forth about that.
Heading back to the barracks to go back to sleep.
Same.
So it sounds like Bex is back in business.
Oh yeah, I've
Okay.
been back for a minute. We're good.
Just making sure. Nala, while you're sleeping, you have nightmares.
What kind of nightmares?
You have nightmares about encounters that you've had before. You're replaying old memories. One of them was when you went to go save those children, and instead of saving them, you watched them get slaughtered right before you're able to make it to them.
Oh, so restful sleep. Got it.
Another one is where you're out patrolling with your comrades, and a bunch of We will say a bunch of ogres come out of nowhere and just squash 2 of them immediately, and the rest of you have to run. Another one is where you're fighting against a green dragon, and instead of catching the green dragon before it's able to breathe its breath, it breathes acid all over Matthias and melts his front half off. Sorry, his upper half of his body gets melted off. You watch as the first protector that you fought bites down on Shin. He struggles in its mouth, and then the very loud crunch of his spine being shattered as it bites and completes the bite on him, and his legs go limp. And then near the end, you can feel the mental pushback of your mind of you're just like, this is not how any of this happened. It's not possible. And you will wake up okay, but a little unnerved.
Okay.
For the rest of you, sleep is normal.
Okay.
What do you all do?
Get up and get breakfast.
I will have definitely tranced at some point, but also have attempted to make a breakthrough in my stuff.
Yep.
You know,
will
besides
have
the
definitely,
going unconscious one.
yeah, you'll have made a breakthrough because of what happened. Matthias, you will find that Amalia is waiting for you when you wake up.
Okay.
She kind of wiggles her fingers at you, and you want to get some breakfast?
Guess we can grab something to eat.
She'll grab one of your arms and lead you to the dining hall.
Okay.
What do the rest of you do?
Wake up. Go get food. Brood.
Rude.
Yep.
Okay. Break room or dining hall?
Dining hall.
Okay. Kori?
Kori will get breakfast with the group, and then after breakfast, we'll suggest we go talk to the cat.
Okay. And Isk?
I guess if we'll probably go with the group if Shin isn't there, since like Shin wouldn't go to the barracks, they'd go check in the room, see if he got electrocuted again. But if he's there, they won't go over to the workshop.
Where did you trance, Shin?
In the workshop, and I will have woke up to get a snack and a drink from the cafeteria area place, whatever, and then go right back into the workshop.
Okay. The dwarf's like, I like your style. You may be tall and pointy-eared, but I like your style.
Well, as long as we can start pushing through some of these work orders, we got it good.
Okay. So you won't find Shin, but if you
Okay.
check the work area, he'll be there.
Alright. Oh good, you're still alive.
You know, even as opposed to the alternative, I was only unconscious.
It is very hard to tell. I do not understand what it is that you do when you are not sleeping, but not awake.
Inside Isk's mind, I make devices that make me able to do things like this.
Strangely only gives me more questions.
Like what?
How it is that you make any of these
Oh, that's
devices.
not a secret of the trade, but it has to do heavily with my background as an artificer. So take you for example. when you use your magic, you like to infuse your magic with the power of nature, right?
Yes.
When I use my magic, I like to infuse, let's just say, ordinary things like metal or other bits like any gadgets or whatnot that I have on my person, and I point to the golden clasp that's on my ear. I infuse my magic to those things to have persistent effects that basically allow me to talk in your mind or other assorted things. I can infuse my armaments to be more powerful. I can infuse armor to be more powerful. I can infuse a normal pair of glasses to be able to see in the dark. Things like that.
What are glasses?
I pull out the goggles that I pass over to Kori a lot of the time and say, like these. I can infuse these to have dark vision.
Oh. You can create things that allow you to see in the dark?
Well, to allow others to see in the dark. I already can.
Very interesting.
It's
Well, your
definitely been
magic
helpful.
is not as different as I would have thought it would be.
It's something that I've been learning to work with to get some of these things to be more technologically inclined as opposed to magically inclined, but at the same time, I am an artificer, so I work with what I got.
That makes sense. Well, if you are staying here, I wanted to make sure you were not in need of healing again.
No, as long as I was able to rest my full time, I should be recovered enough. I don't feel as drained as last night, so I'm okay, I think.
Very well. I can let the others know where you are if they need to find you.
Thank you. And if anything comes up where we need to leave or anything of that sort, let me know so that I can actually pack up and come with you guys. I'd rather not miss out on stuff that helps the guild out. Is this a guild? Dwarf! I don't know your name. What's your name?
Oh fuck.
Better have a generator open all the time.
I do actually have a list of names, but I can't remember if I pulled dwarf. I did. Grilbic. Oh god, nope, not using that one.
Grubbock!
Grimrack is his name.
His short name will be Grubbin.
Grimrack!
What you want, laddie?
We're good here wait, wrong thing. Hold on. Collecting thoughts. This is a guild, right?
Yeah.
Alright. I only needed solid information on that, I guess. I don't know.
Oh,
Bit high strung after last night's incidents. We're okay.
that's fair. You're still good though, right?
Oh yeah, I'm fine.
He gives you a thumbs up.
Yeah, just call me if anything is needed to help out the guild more, Isk.
And
well.
where? Oh, sorry.
This can go back to where everyone else is.
I would like to find Kori.
So in that time, you will be able to find Kori eating. Yes.
Sure, yeah, absolutely.
Because this will happen. Because Shin and Isk are going to have their conversation, so you'll be able to have a conversation with Kori. So Matthias and Amalia will be there. She's giving him the look. She's giving him funny eyes. You can easily tell that, Kori.
Corey's gonna try and play it cool today. See how that goes.
So you find Kori, Nala.
Hey, Kori.
Good morning.
Good morning. You busy?
No, what's up?
Great. I need to talk to you.
Yeah, go ahead.
So you seem to be pretty good with the mind stuff. So last night I had some terrible, terrible nightmares. Not usually a nightmare kind of a person. It was all events in my life that have happened, but they were all turned askew to like super bad stuff. Uh, what can I do to make that not happen again? Or do you have any wisdom that you can give to me on how to combat that?
Um, if Nala allows, Kori is going to like inspect her physically, like do a medicine check and like grab her face and look in her eyes and all that stuff.
Sure. Don't worry, I'm just looking into your eyes.
Well, it's a nat 20, so I think it goes pretty smooth.
Physically, she looks fine. Make me an
Great.
Arcana check.
That is 8 minus 1, 7.
Your
Flawless.
thoughts are physically she seems fine. That sounds like something that could be mental, but other than that, got no idea.
Maybe I would guess that whatever thing contacted you is having some kind of effect on your mind. There's magic to prevent that, but I don't have it. I used to, but I'm not powerful enough anymore.
It's super bad, and I don't care to experience that again.
I can help you for a short time, but just a minute. That's not gonna really do much for you, I don't think. Hmm. I'm really sorry, and I'm gonna pray on what kind of help I could give you, especially if this keeps happening. But if you want to talk, I'm a pretty good therapist.
I think my mind is fine.
Okay, well, if that changes, and like I said, I will I know of magic that can help you, but I don't have it, and I don't know if anyone in this reality is going to have it either, given how much of my magic other people can't do. Um, so I will work on a way to help you, I promise.
Well, thanks. And I guess I'll just kind of sit there in silence.
So Molly will speak up. So what you doing today? She's looking directly at Matthias.
Don't know yet. I think we were gonna see if there were any jobs for us to do.
Oh, I could help out with that. I know that there's a posting board where you can go see what odds and ends you need to do. You could work at the brothel. I'm sure there's plenty who like you. No, actually, I don't want you working at the brothel. Never mind. I want you all to myself.
Guess we could check out the posting board.
Glad you agree.
I'm just imagining an extremely awkward Matthias at this point. Kind of like pushing his cowboy cap in front of his face to cover his redness.
God. Oh, jeez. She's not that bad.
Yet.
You have enough of an insight to know that she's not like that.
Yeah.
You will finish breakfast, obviously, and then Amalia will like tug your arm, Matthias, be like, "Come on, let's go."
And everybody else is there except for Shin and stuff, right?
Correct.
Yeah, just gonna show us to the posting board. Apparently there's jobs we can go do there. Trying to get everybody to follow. As everybody is
Yes.
silent.
We're going to a posting board, is that right?
Yeah,
Is that the plan?
that's what
Tig and I are metagaming?
Yes.
Okay, yes, Kori will plan to talk to the captain this evening. If there's a posting board, that's fine.
Okay. Everybody else follows, except for Shin.
Yep.
All right. She will take you to the main hall area, and then go down the same hallway where the dresser was, and another door. And funnily enough, there's a sign posting jobs. And she opens the door, walks you in, and there's a older female lady behind the desk who's like, "Yes, can I help you?" And Molly's like, "We're here for job postings." "Well, sign's over there." Damn it. So she will lead you over to basically a large bulletin board of just job posting after job posting.
Just look it over and see if there's anything that looks like it would be good for us without risking getting
So
discovered.
for the most part, you'll find general jobs. Help me find a person, they're lost. Help me beat up this person, protect a guy, shake down a store, run an item to other cities, gather materials outside of towns, run as a bouncer for Gambler's Den, and other assortment of things.
Gathering supplies sounds doable.
You'll
Where
find plenty of those, especially some that are like, need X for workshop items, posting from Grimrack. And other various names you don't recognize, but are probably like shop owners that the NBs work with.
What do you think, Matthias?
Well, since we're getting to use that, since Shin's being allowed to use that workshop, it might not be bad to get some of the materials they need. Unless you add some other thought.
My only opinion is that we should do a job that we can finish today, not a multi-day job, and preferably not one that's too morally questionable.
She says that she's looking over one that says, "Murder this motherfucker, keep stealing my stuff."
Kori has a moment of nostalgia and then moves on.
Well, I imagine picking up supplies would be about as far from morally questionable as we can get.
Shin is back. Nala has now AFK'd.
Okay.
Maybe we should get Shin before we decide, and so he can weigh in on what kind of job we choose.
Oh no.
Go ahead and do that. He's probably in the workshop right now. So, guess we're going to go grab Shin.
Okay, you'll find Shin at the workshop.
Hey Shin, we were looking at some job postings and we're wondering if you wanted to weigh in on what we tried to do.
Like what? Which ones?
There's some for procuring, I can talk really, uh, supplies for different people, some even for here it looked like, and others were for basically all kinds of stuff.
Oh, yeah. Which ones were you thinking of wanting to do?
The one I was thinking of was there were a few for actually this workshop needing some supplies, and since they've been kind enough to let you use it, I figured would be good to help them out.
All right, Grimrack mentioned something about some work orders for this place. Grimrack, what supplies are you needing, or is it just all on the work order card?
He will not be there in the morning. He will have been replaced by a guy because despite the fact that he is very much a workaholic, he does still need to sleep.
Yeah.
And you will find he's an evening person rather than a morning person. Would have been replaced by an older male human about his 30s who seems to know just as much, a fair amount of the workshop.
Older male human person.
Whose
I'm
name
kidding.
is going to be Alex.
Is he? Which one's actually the owner of the workshop, Alex or Grimrack?
Grimrack for sure.
All right. And I'm already introduced to Alex, so I don't have to do any of that awkwardness.
Yep.
All right. So, Alex, same thing I was about to ask Grimrack. The work orders, is everything already listed on them, or do you have more specifics about them?
No, I think it's, I mean, I can tell you probably what some of them are for, but really it's just we're running short on supplies, being what we are and what we do.
All right. So, outside of just going to a shop up top and buying said supplies, I'm assuming there are other things or places to get these supplies from?
Yes. And he'll start listing off there are some shops that you can steal from. There are some work stores, warehouses that you could steal from. Some of the easier to procure ones would be outside of the city itself, like herbs and gathering and what have you. And sometimes there are weapons and materials that adventurers will either have lost or have died out in the wilderness that you could collect and then bring back.
And these are all basically specific to like people that have either are believers or, as you said, have died.
No, these are items that they would just get to melt down to. He's saying in general, he doesn't know the specifics of. So, for instance, like there's going to be long swords all over the world, right? Like there's going to be people who have gone to try to kill something, died, left the long sword. Nobody's gone to reclaim his items. They're harder to procure because they're out in the wilderness. He can't pinpoint any of them, but he knows that the existence is there in a general world sense. Does that make sense?
Well, it seems like we could easily accomplish some of your work orders to keep this place going and to keep both of us working still. How about you guys? Matthias, what has Amalia said?
Hmm?
Amalia didn't have any recommendations for you?
She had a few that I think I'm gonna pass on.
She didn't go with you to talk to Shin. She actually stayed at the posting board.
I'd rather not work in a brothel.
Wait, what? A paladin working in a brothel. That would be the day.
Yep. And it's a day that's not gonna happen.
You say so.
Guess we're gonna go and get these items then.
We're going on a quest. Woohoo!
So is that a general consensus of we're going to gather items for the workshop?
I'm good with
Yep.
that.
Okay.
So if we're all in agreement on gathering for the workshop, then yeah. He gave us a list of all of the various shops and stuff around. So do we want risky or do we want safer but further out?
I like. Well, how far out is farther out?
Way far out.
Oh, I knew it was going to be coming somewhere.
Is this all like
Far
within the
out,
city or
man.
outside the city?
I mean, the city you're in is Farport. Nobody? Not even a chuckle?
Sorry.
I didn't hear what you said.
So the city you're in is called Farport.
So we're far from port.
Yeah.
Yeah, like can we get to the farther away stuff and come back in the same day? Because I think out of town is better than in town for us in general.
Well, depending on.
You're saying you don't have faith in our new disguises?
Yes.
So to help for the general discussion of this, if you decide to do scrounging out of town, there is a very, very small chance that you'll be recognized, but you all have disguises. You will not get all the items just because you're not going to be able to find some of the things that are very specific. If you do illegal activities, you will get more items, but you also have a chance of being caught. Plus, doing it during the day is probably not the best of ideas. And you also have the side option of just buying some of the things that they need.
They generally just need the stuff melted back down, right?
Yes.
If it's actually weapons and whatnot.
Yes. Yep.
So if I was to find the basically the ore, that'd be what they need in general.
Yes.
Then back to Alex. Do you know of any actual ore suppliers in town?
Oh yeah, sure. Blah 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 blah.
Back to the group. All right, so we also have this as an option. The blah 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 blah. That is.
We just can't buy from them because we haven't been able to convince them to be on our side, and a mass movement of ores is very suspicious. But adventurers buying ore is not quite as suspicious.
Well,
I guess.
one, I wouldn't assume it's suspicious, and two, I guess it depends on who is buying the ore. If we have a bunch of people looks at this group, and someone who's very clearly able to smith this ore into things, we should be able to pass by with being able to get enough ore to at least make a few suits of armor or whatnot. As far as I would tell them.
Yes, that's generally why these things are posted. Is that adventurers buying supplies gathers much less suspicion than trying to get a mass shipment of items somewhere in the city to somewhere also in the city, but not really in the city, if you catch my drift.
Does raise a problem, though. I have a bag of holding, but I won't be able to hold all of the ore I would like to buy or acquire.
I picked one up yesterday as well.
Wait, you did?
Yep. Halted
Oh,
up.
never mind. We're perfectly okay then.
That's
Right.
handy.
Well, we have something to do today. Let's go and get that done. I think we need to get all disguised. I don't have a disguise yet.
Neither do I.
MPT? Don't trip up Alex here, but see if you can help out around the shop.
No, I thought I got you, or Larry. I thought I got you disguised. I thought you were with them when you.
I was
met the
not.
Nope.
people.
It was.
Oh shoot.
It was.
Oh,
It's,
she was with
Kori
Shim in the
and-
workshop, wasn't she?
Yep.
Okay, that's
Yeah.
fine. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, did you guys want to get your disguises before we go?
Probably would be a good idea. It's over near the posting board. So stop there
Well, lead
first
on.
and
I don't know where the disguise place is exactly.
lead on and wait outside the door.
Wait outside.
Matthias is scared to go in there.
Okay, so you will bring them back to the dresser where Amalia is waiting outside the job posting boards. She's like, "Have you decided what you wanted?"
Might have. Companions are just getting ready to get disguises to head out.
Oh, Molly's a hoot. You're gonna love him.
I am.
Go right on in.
I guess I walk in. I think Nala is walking in as well.
Yep.
Yeah. if no
Hello,
one's up.
girls. Who do we dressing up today? Oh, man, you're. He's looking at you now. He's like, "Wow, you're pretty big." How do you feel about sundresses?
Probably not.
Okay. Dresses as a whole, are they just right out?
Well, I have to be able to cleave things in two.
Ah,
and
yes, I
then
can
a
tell you are
dress-
definitely the fighter type. As he looks over at Shin, and you are definitely not the fighter type.
No,
I mean-
definitely not. However,
How do you feel about sundresses?
I look at Shin.
how about some formal male elven attire? Wouldn't that work?
Oh, that's so blasé. I mean, that's 2000. I'm sorry, that's 460. We're in 480. Come on.
I wouldn't
I
mind.
mean, something that works back then for elves always works in the future.
Fine. And he snaps his fingers, and one of the girls comes up and he's like, "Get something for this guy, some elvish suit." Ugh. Anyways, back to you, darling. Uh,
I'm not particularly opposed to a dress per se, but it need to be
well,
moved
depending
in.
on how wildly you're swinging your weapons around, your goods are also going to be swinging around with them. And I don't know if you're up for that.
Sound
So
like
you
they
want
might get in
something
the way.
maybe form-fitting? What are you wearing now? Out of character.
Chainmail,
And
pants, weapons, a backpack.
how do you feel about a tight leather suit?
It does not sound very sneaky.
Oh, honey, most of my sneakiest friends love it.
I don't know.
How about this? You give it a try, and then we'll figure out whether or not you want it.
Okay. Nala is fairly uncomfortable.
He goes back. One of the girls returns with an elven suit for you, Shin, and then points you at the dressing rooms.
Thank you.
And then he will come back later with, think, Catwoman from Batman. That is the outfit you are given, except for obviously the cat ears.
No. No, I think this
You
will
didn't
make me
even
stand
try it
out.
on, darling.
No,
Please.
listen. No, sir, listen to me. I think this will make me stand out more. I'm already ridiculously tall. If you put me in that, it's gonna be like headlights.
Nobody is gonna want to mess with you. Trust me. They're gonna see you and be like either massively aroused or massively frightened. Maybe both.
I walk out in my suit, and which one are you right now?
Oh, honey, I don't go for that. I mean, she looks attractive, and you're definitely not my type. There was another half elf that came over here yesterday. I wanted to bite him up and chew and spit him out.
Okay.
Sorry, I
Give
wanted
you
to
a beat
eat
for
him
that.
up and spit him out.
Did you hear me?
No, what did you say?
I told the guy, Molly, I think his name is, right?
Yes.
I think you were beat to that race.
What do you mean?
That you weren't the only one that was showing the googly eyes at that half elf.
Oh? Who else was showing it?
I don't know if I caught her name. I don't know. You've seen her around though, I'm pretty sure. She is one of the ones that actually works here. She's not an adventurer like us.
He describes a couple of different women and then finally describes Amalia.
I am going to deception pretend that I don't know.
Go for it, roll it.
This is going to go great. This is going to go amazing. So
Wow.
he'll actually catch my. I'm pretty sure he has noticed, right?
So you try to, when he describes her and you try to like hold a look of recognition, but it's almost impossible for you to do it. He will kind of notice it and then is like, that fucking hussy. I knew it. God
Oh,
damn
wait,
it.
you knew what?
I could see the look in your eyes. It's her. That little bitch. Slap the taste out of her mouth. Anyways, turns back to Nala. So that's a no.
Yeah, I'm really thinking this is not me. I think I'd rather dress over that.
So that's a yes on the dress.
Maybe.
Honey, you are hard to work with here. Give me
I just,
something.
I'm sorry, this isn't really my what would you say, forte.
No, that's mine, which is I'm what me trying to help you, and you're giving me a hard no on everything.
Okay, just pick stuff, I'll put it on and see how it feels. How about that?
Well, I picked this and you didn't even try it.
Okay, I will go and I will put it on.
Okay. It is
How's it feel,
extremely tight.
Sai?
It's extremely tight because they don't really have outfits for Goliaths.
So tight that like the seams are pulling.
Yeah, you're like, this isn't working. This isn't working. I'm taking this off before I rip this in half.
Yeah, I'm about to cleave this outfit in half. This is definitely a no. And I throw the leather piece like over the curtain.
We can make adjustments.
I don't think there's enough material for adjustments.
Fine. Let's see. Let's see. How about this? And he throws a dress over.
Or put it on.
It fits very easily because it's a sundress. It's very easy to fit a sundress, but there's also not a whole lot going on.
More detail. What does that mean?
Do you? So sundresses are just basically cloth, right? Bex, help me.
Sundresses are not all made equally.
Yeah, help you with what? Sorry, I was
God damn it.
metagaming
I
again,
hate you
but this
all.
time about AC and what happens when we take our armor off.
It goes down.
What do you want to know about dresses?
So, copy image. This is going to be the type of sundress you're given.
Lots of knee.
I can work with that.
Okay.
Just on a very, very tall woman.
Yes,
I'm gonna have legs for days.
it's true.
For days.
I hope no halflings or gnomes walk under you.
I have underpants on. It's fine.
All right. So you're set. Shin's set. Molly's like,
Sir, just throwing this out there. I don't know how a dress is gonna make me, inconspicuous.
the point here, honey, is that you're not wearing what you were wearing before, so that if people are trying to track you, there are other Goliaths in this city, and they're gonna think that's not her because the one who came in definitely doesn't wear a dress.
What about our
so
scars?
okay. So I'm gonna wear this dress because you think it looks nice, but I saw that Matthias, the hot stuff guy, he got a hairdo. Can you do something pretty
Oh,
with my
honey, I can do whatever you want.
do something pretty with my hair?
He will spend the next 3 hours making you pretty.
Okay.
So Nala is busy. What do the rest of you do?
He's
If
not
this is
allowed.
No, go-
He's not allowed to cut my hair.
He's not allowed to cut your hair. Okay, well, it's not 3 hours then. Well, no, it's still 3 hours because he'll perm and he'll adjust it accordingly, magically.
Can you magically change hair colors?
Yes.
You could change your character's hair color. Yeah. Like in Monster Hunter.
if we have 3 hours to kill, I'm gonna go see the captain.
Do you want to do that alone?
Yeah.
Good plan.
Okay. What do the rest of you do while Kori and Nala are
I
preoccupied?
am going to make some adjustments to my suit, so where I can comfortably wear my breastplate and my armor underneath it.
Okay. That's fine. Isk, what are you going to do?
That's an excellent question.
Okay, while you're
Like-
pondering that, Matthias, Amalia is going to want to take you for a tour around the city.
And I know that it would be 3 hours for
Yes.
Nala.
One of the assistants will notice that you're all out waiting outside, and she'll be like, your companion will be preoccupied for 3 hours.
As long as we're back within 3 hours.
Oh, I got you covered. Is that hussy out there? Oh, time to go.
Everyone wants to initiate a courtship ritual with Matthias.
Indeed.
Molly would be like, well, I mean, have you looked at him?
He's not very scaly.
That's true. Anyways. So, Kori, you can go talk to the captain.
Yeah, but she's giving Matthias another slap on the ass on her way out.
Of course.
Yeah, I will go knock on the captain's door.
Duncan will be outside, and he will just nod to you, and you will hear enter.
I would also like to have left Goldie with somebody else if she would do that.
Sure.
Okay. You know what? I would have tried to give Goldie to Matthias.
Perfect.
Goldie wants to see the city. Sorry. That's mean, but
10-year-old
that's what I did.
chaperone.
Yep. Also, she probably wants to see the city. Also, if you were going to bang in the next 3 hours, I have questions.
I don't think they want me to go with them.
It's fine.
Death stare.
I'll take
I'm
care
death
of
staring
Goldie.
Matthias. Are you not going to take our child on a trip?
Kori,
I'm not
Molly's
saying that.
gonna be
I'm
like,
just
"You
staring
have a
at him.
child?"
Kori, it's
I'm
fine.
just
I will take Goldie. It will be okay.
Wait,
fine.
you have a child? He doesn't
I
look
didn't know.
anything
She
like
didn't say
you.
that. That
Either
was
of
what her
you.
eyes were saying. That's what her eyes were saying. She didn't say that.
Okay, dang it.
Her eyes were saying, "How could you leave our child to not see how cool this town is?"
Okay.
And then I guess Shin takes her, but that's what happens.
Okay.
All right, now we'll go see the captain.
Not making it awkward at all.
Nope.
That's
knock
totally
on-
not my point or anything.
All right, so rewind, fast forward, knock on the door, enter.
Do you have time?
Kori, yes, of course. Please, take a seat. Door closes behind you.
I thought you might want to spend some time practicing spells and generally training and praying and stuff.
Make an
if you're
insight
interested.
check.
21.
When you started the conversation, she can't help but have that look of interest again, but then she tries to stuff it back down and is not able to do it in time.
That's fine. I'm moving on as if that did not happen.
Make a deception roll. Oof.
Yeah, that's a nat 20. I got a +0, but that's a nat 20.
Okay. Where would you want to do this? Because I do unfortunately tend to have a lot of paperwork, especially during the day.
I can come back in the evening. I just thought, we are going to do some work for you guys until we can get a ship. And I thought maybe we could make it a daily routine to practice. I want to help you with all these new abilities that you
The
seem to have.
evening sounds good. Why don't you come back around just after dinner? I should have enough free time then.
Absolutely. I will leave you to your paperwork for now then.
Oh, I believe your companion asked about getting a ship.
Yeah. We are definitely in pretty desperate need. We're willing to stick around and do as many chores for the
sent out
group
some
as possible
feelers.
if needed.
Okay.
Say that again?
I sent out some feelers, and I think I can get you on a ship in 2 weeks' time, but it's what it's going to end up happening is you're going to be their guard, and I can make it where you will work as a guard for free and they will give you passage as a free, just basically a tit for tat. But I kind of need to know soon so I can get you on there.
I will. Can I tell you tonight? Is that fine?
Yes, tonight should be fine.
I will run that by the group ASAP, but that sounds like a great deal to me. So I will ask them.
Good. Thank you.
Thank you for your help. We really appreciate it.
She nods and then goes back to her paperwork.
Okay, I'll leave her alone and I'll just hang out and pray and shit until Nala's done.
I thought for a second you were going to stay in a room and just like pray right there.
That would be
Don't
weird
mind me.
as fuck.
So you're going to be in the workshop with Shin then? Or are you going to be, or wherever Shin went?
Who, me?
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out. Or you said you wanted to go?
I mean, it doesn't really matter to Kori where she prays. Somewhere relatively quiet, so probably not the workshop. It's probably kind of bustling in there.
Okay, so as long as you're not praying out loud, the bunks would be a good quiet place.
Yeah, that's probably perfect.
Great. Nala's doing that. You're doing that. Shin, you said you're adjusting. Okay, so Matthias, we'll do you for a bit.
Oh.
Amalia will take you out through one of the usual passages and then start talking about the city. So what are you guys up to? What are you all doing here?
Yeah, just we're just passing through, but then things got complicated.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
If you don't stop her, she'll have an arm around your, like hook an arm around you and be leaning on your shoulder. Tell me more about it. This complication.
Well, would assume it's pretty much the same for anybody that they find out about here that's with the group.
Oh, you mean the whole name and everything?
Mm-hmm.
Is that it, though? I heard there was something special about you guys. Well, besides you, you're special in your own way.
We're just group traveling around.
No, surely there's more to it than that.
Not really.
Man of few words.
Yeah. Heard that before.
Well, maybe it helps to open up a little bit. Come on. Give me something to work with.
Well, why don't we focus on you? What brings you here?
Me? Oh, I'm nothing. I'm just a work girl. You know, trying to bide my time. Then along came this knight in shining armor. Oof. What a man. Couple of
Seems
minutes
like
will pass and she will stop near a jewelry store. Sorry. Be like, ooh, let's go check in there.
that we were just showing me around town.
Yeah.
Didn't know we were
And
going
one of these
shopping.
around town means stores. Obviously. Come on. It'll be fun.
All right, I guess.
So she'll lead you inside the store. And she'll just start pointing out stuff. She's like, ooh, look at that. That's really pretty. Oh, check that out. How about that? Don't you think this looks really good on me? Insight check.
Yes. Oh no, disconnected.
Saya's making V Talk more on this one campaign than I've ever made V Talk in an entire.
She's trying to get you to buy something for her. It's very obvious.
What is she trying to get me to buy her?
Small earrings. About 10 gold piece total. A little bit of gold and silver in them.
Hmm. Uh, I guess he'd buy him.
Nice. Ah, you're the best. She kisses you on the cheek. Nice. And then she'll spend the rest of the time just giving you a tour of the city. Give me a fate roll. Okay. So 3 hours passes, nothing eventful happens, and you're able to make it back down.
Okay.
Nala's down doing that. Shin's doing that. Shin, what are you doing? You're gonna spend most of the time getting that modified. Kori's doing that. Isk, what are you doing?
Well, I do have an idea, which is while everyone else seems to be busy, is the general headquarter area pretty active right now, or are most people out right now?
It was active in the morning. It is about noon, so no, it's a little quiet again.
Okay, but there are people around?
Yes.
Okay. Wondering if Isk can wild shape into something
Oh god.
small and just sort of listen to just whatever people are talking about.
Give me a fate roll.
Is cool. I want to see what happens. I want this to go real bad.
Oh god.
See? Uh, clear this. 46. Yeah, let's see what happens. There was a 1 in there, but
What are you shifting into?
it's an excellent question. Oh no, I don't have my wild shape list on this. Wild shape list for druids. I found a list that was around before, but I can find a list again somewhere. I just need like challenge rating quarter, something small like a rat or something along those lines.
I don't know if you can get that small yet. Let's see.
Wild
You
shape?
can. Yep. Never mind.
Yeah, usually
There
it's
is.
small is okay and big is where it gets iffier.
Yeah, because I think tiny was also iffy as well, but that's fine. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Not super small. Will be visible, not invisible, but
you think you're alone, you wild shape. Somebody kind of makes a startled noise, but then they weren't looking at you, and so when they do look around, they're like, "Huh, must have been my imagination."
excellent. Well, that's cool. Squeak away just to kind of wander around.
Anything
Cause
in particular you're trying to listen for, or are you just trying to get the general?
this is just a general like listening for whatever's going on. Cause it's basically like everyone else is busy, and I think people probably don't seem to talk much when they're around, so they're
Yes.
gonna try to listen when they're not like sort of visibly around.
Yep. Most of the conversations you'll catch are snippets of people talking about the newcomers, which you can very easily equate to as yourself. And the very eclectic group that they are. Some of them will talk about people that they think they recognize, like Nala is very recognizable. Matthias is kind of recognizable. Nobody knows who Kori is, but understands what a Dragonborn is. Nobody knows what you are, but thinks you're a Dragonborn. And Shin is very quickly gaining the reputation of a workaholic, just like Grimrack, and seems to be Grimrack's best buddy.
Cool. Awesome. Yeah. Pretty much was just curious what the general like conversation vibe was in the place. Is there anything else I should roll or do or anything like
No,
that?
I'm thinking about it right now. As long as you stay to the general open areas, you can kind of sneak around. But if you get into any smaller compact areas, especially that are well lit, you're gonna most likely be noticed. So it's just a question of whether or not you try for that.
Hmm. Right now, the only places I can think of that would be going away from that general area would be into the captain's office or over to the forge area. There's not really a reason to go over to the forge area like that. Going to the captain's office would probably mean technically spying on your conversation, Kori. So I don't know. I don't know if you want that. So I think this is all happening simultaneously, right? Like this is
Yes,
within the
this is
same.
all happening
Oh,
simultaneously.
yeah, that's true. If you were just there for like 5 minutes and then
He
left.
wasn't there for very long, so if unless you picked that in right in the beginning, then yeah, she would have been gone.
Yeah. In that case, I won't do it this right now. I'll just
Yet.
yeah. Don't worry. Now I know it's a thing I can do.
So how long do you decide to stay in rat form?
Let's go like 2 of the 3 hours.
Okay, make me another fate roll then.
Cool. Where's my roller? Where's my roller? Okay. 4d6. Cool. Damn it, it's higher.
The second
Still
hour is
fail.
fine. Nobody really notices you. As long as you stay away from tighter spaces. And you'll just get people talking about the general day, some missions that are coming up, things that they want to do. Nothing really juicy though.
Okay. Just curious.
So the 3 hours are finished. Nala, you're beautiful.
Woo. Describe me, Sai.
Oh my god.
Paint a word picture.
So your hair, no, you didn't want to cut. Fuck. Let's find that picture. Did you have your hair in dreadlocks? Because that's what that picture shows.
They're braids. Lots of little braids.
All right. That was most of the time was unbraiding them. And then you will get a ponytail instead. And you will have
When
2 purple streaks on your temples going back to your neck.
when I look in the mirror, I'm very disappointed, but I try to hide it.
Roll me a deception. Okay. Molly, after finishing, will be like, well, honey, if you didn't want the streaks, you could have said something before I started them.
The streaks are fine. I, I, I went from, braids, lots of intricate braids to a ponytail.
Yes. Disguise.
Okay.
What did you want?
You're fine.
No, we're not doing this. What did you want?
I don't know. I'm not good at girl stuff. I kill stuff. I don't pretty stuff.
Okay, so this is fine because disguise it isn't what you normally want, which is what we actually want because of disguise. Yes?
I guess I was just trying to be pretty.
How about this? How about you come back to me after you're done needing the disguise, and then I will do whatever you want to your hair.
Make me super pretty.
I don't know because your version of pretty is definitely not the same as my version of pretty. But yes, I will try.
Okay. Cool. I fist bump him.
He will fist bump you back.
I leave said shop.
Okay.
Now looking very strange because I'm in this little sundress with a sword on my back
Yep.
and my weapon belt around the dress.
Yep. The rest of you join up with Nala at the 3-hour mark.
Yep.
Yep.
Okay. Amalia will leave you alone because she actually has some work to do, but she'll blow you a kiss before she goes.
Is she wearing a new pair of earrings?
With
Yeah,
her
do
new
we
pair of
notice
earrings.
those? Do we notice those?
Yes, everybody has a high enough passive perception to notice that she has a new pair of earrings because she's not trying to hide them. She's
Okay.
quite literally flaunting them.
We will be having a talk about this later.
Nala doesn't care.
Kori, you show a very large fascination in Matthias's love life.
Hey, that hasn't happened yet, but call her out when it does. Whatever.
So I think we were gonna pick up that job request and get started.
Yeah, we need to go get the ore.
Alright.
Alex told me it was in blah blah blah.
Probably need to go to the job board and let them know that we're gonna take that on. So
Sure thing.
I will lead the way.
As he goes the 5 feet across the hall to the job board.
Oh, by the way, if you're in your disguise, you also still can't have your cowboy hat, right?
Doesn't Isk have his cowboy hat?
Yeah, well, not his, but Iska has a cowboy hat, yes.
Do I have to take off my armor and my shield?
That's up to you whether or not you want to, but you understand that if you have the stuff that looks, especially if it has any kind of Bahamut symbols on it, it's going to make it a lot easier to recognize you.
Yeah, I'm gonna be wearing my disguise, so my AC is now bullshit. I guess I should not be having a warhammer strapped to my back either.
I mean, Nala's got her greatsword, so, and she's rocking the sundress.
All
Yeah, I'm
right, well,
not-
if she's got her weapon, then I've got my weapon, because fuck it.
Time for us to pick up a different weapon that we're proficient at.
No, me and my warhammer and me.
So you go to the job posting board, pick it up. The lady's like, all right, just let me know when you finish it.
Will do.
And then you all head out to up top to find this person, which you will have been given enough directions to understand how to get there. And V
Okay.
has a general idea of the city to know how to get there.
Okay. I guess I will lead the way then.
I just had a thought. My hair is gonna be literally everywhere.
Lucky for
Right.
you, it's not very windy today.
Okay, good, because I have ridiculously long hair.
It's true.
And it's in a ponytail.
It's also true. Should ask for the bun. So you will go find this ore shop, which is basically right next to the forges on the upper part of the city.
Okay.
And you will be met with a very gruff looking older human, white beard, obviously works the forges and seems to also get the ore collections and does all that sorts of stuff. And the bunch of you will walk in and he kind of looks you all over like, weird, but customers are customers. How can I help you?
Hi, I need some supplies in the form of ore. Iron.
Sure. How much? How much? What are we talking about? What type? What quality?
I will go back and forth with them over like quality needed. It's needed to make a couple suits for
Yep.
the two behind, and like basically at some point I'm going to like intermingle some other bits in there about getting higher quality ore to like higher than just iron to start making not mithril because obviously can't. That's just mithril ore, but start mixing ore qualities and getting steel out of it instead of just going for straight out iron, things like that.
Okay. You will find out for the most part that you can get the higher quality the ore, the less they have of it, just for terms of supply and demand. And a lot of it is already being sequestered to Volcarn. So it's difficult for you to get much more than a couple suits. For the lower half, for like the really simple stuff, the irons, you can probably get a dozen suits worth. But as you get higher, you can get like half of that, and then half of that, and then half of that again.
All right, and how much for a dozen suits then from the iron?
DM doesn't know, but insert a price here.
And then I guess the same questions would be asked going up the scale, but since ore isn't even a listed thing on the thing anyways.
We'll say it's probably half of what it takes, or half of the price of the suits themselves, because that's how usually they did magic items with 3.5. So that's what I would understand as well, is the amount of ore necessary is going to equal half of that, and the other half is the labor. So that's going to be the price, is half of whatever the suits that you're looking at. And if you're buying in bulk, whatever suit you're thinking at. So if we do armor, so for instance, like chain shirt, it'll be 25 gold worth of ore to make a chain shirt. Half plate, it's going to be 375 gold worth, so on and so forth.
Just kind of going over my mind of the people that I've seen in the NB as it is. Pretty much not many of them, besides maybe like Grimrack, would even wear some heavy armor anyways, type of deal.
Correct. Medium armor is the most you see in there, and I would say a vast majority are in the leather and studded leather. So the amount of ore you need for studded leather is tiny. Tiny.
Well, considering I'd also need to actually go get leather at that point too.
Yep. That is also true. But you can also use the ore for weapons.
To keep it easy, since studded leather is 45 and not as halfable as chain shirts, then I will go for broke on picking up a bunch of ore for chain shirts then.
Okay, great. You can get, like I said, you can get about a dozen's worth, since it's more of the chains that you have to make than it is anything else. It doesn't use a lot of ore. It's more about the finer detail.
Unless there's a face of the party that would like to try to, haggle some stuff, I guess I'm paying 300 gold for that.
I didn't try to haggle.
No thanks.
What would be under haggling?
Persuasion.
Yeah, probably not me. Although I might be more persuasive in my fancy.
I was gonna say
senses.
there are some ways you can persuade him that you weren't really able to before, but that's up to you.
I can try.
That's
But
up to you.
Shin's giving me the no.
Shin forks over the 300 gold for 12, basically 12, enough for 12 suits of armor.
Great. He will. You have a place you want these shipped, or you're gonna take them all now?
Take them all right now.
All right.
Matthias, open up your bag.
Opens up the bag.
I mean, they're not right here, guys. I will have an assistant. Here's your bill of sale. He will go
Yeah, no
with
worries.
you to the warehouse, and then you can take the ore as necessary.
Okay.
All right.
Let's get that assistant out here then. We'll follow along.
It's a younger kid, human still, and he will walk you to the warehouse, and then in the warehouse are a couple guys, and they will give you the amount of ore necessary.
Okay. I have
Okay.
acquired 300 gold worth of ore.
Yep.
Although it's in Matthias's bag of holding. So Matthias, 300 gold worth of iron ore.
Do you guys do anything else while you're up there, or is that you gonna go back?
I have things I would like to do on the walk back, but
All right.
only if that's happening.
I mean, you have to walk back at some point, so it's going to be happening.
Yeah, I just want to make sure no one else has anything else they want to do before I start doing that. That's all.
Was that the only like place that we were gonna stop to pick stuff up, or did we have like a list that we went out with?
From my understanding, you guys wanted to get the ore from the ore dealer because that was the easiest. But there are lists of other things. Unfortunately, there are going to be a couple knickknacks like food rations. Again, easy to get, harder to do in bulk, but easy with adventures because you're all going to walk in. You're all going to be like, we need 2 weeks worth, and that's not going to look suspicious. But if a guy walked in and was like, I need 5 months worth, they'd be like, excuse me. So that you could do that. Anything where adventurers can buy that doesn't look suspicious, but if somebody buys in bulk, does basically.
Makes sense.
Okay. So
And
I
that's
guess
up to you guys. But because it was 3 hours by the time she was getting her hair done, so that would have been afternoon. Anything outside the city probably not going to happen, especially because Kori has the obligation of being back right after dinner.
If they need food, then every day after today, Corey is gonna create food and water for them.
Okay.
That's 45 pounds of food a day.
Yep.
I can technically keep casting it too if we don't go out. So
You
we do
will
not
have
need to
to
buy
let
food.
people know about that.
Yeah. When we go turn in this job, we will tell people.
And yes, so basically you'll have to let people know that you're doing that. Otherwise, they won't really have that set up and ready for it.
I mean, the food is not very good, but it's fucking food.
Right. But like I said, you just have to let them know that's happening. Otherwise, you're gonna be like
Okay.
food and water, and everybody's like, "Oh, what is that person doing?"
Yes, when we go to dinner, Corey will talk to someone who works in the dining hall and
Perfect.
tell them.
So, is there anything else you guys want to do while in the city?
Other than getting what we could off of the list.
Okay. Matthias, make me a fate roll. All right, you're fine. So you all are able to do what you need to up top. You get a whole bunch of supplies. Corey said you wanted to do something before you headed back down.
Yeah, as we're walking back, I want to talk to the group, but I want to make sure no one is watching us first.
Make me a perception.
That is a whopping 10 total.
You don't think you see anybody.
Cool. So while we're out and about, I talked to the captain and she can get us on a ship, but we basically just have to act as their guard and they will transport us if we offer protection for them. It's in 2 weeks. What do you guys think? Also, did I ask where that fucking ship is going?
Nope.
Cause
You sure didn't.
I sure fucking didn't.
Before you guys answer, Null, I need you to make me a wisdom save. Ooh. Okay. Noted. Continue.
Did she say where the ship was going?
I might have forgotten to ask that question.
Kori.
um,
I mean, it doesn't sound like a bad deal. It's just if it's going the wrong way, then it doesn't really help
Kori.
much.
so I have an appointment with the captain this evening. Why don't you all come with me
Oh,
at the beginning, and then I will stay and do the other things I promised her after we make a decision as a group together, where everyone can ask questions.
Kori.
other things?
Yes.
Do you also have relationships on the side? Like me? I feel like this is group privy information, just so we know where.
I am providing the captain with spiritual guidance.
Okay.
It's a cleric thing. It's not a sex thing.
Okay, cool.
Mhm.
Alright, as you were.
So is it a paladin thing and not a sex thing, Matthias?
It was a sex thing.
Speaking of which, you're being careful with what you're telling that girl, right?
I am.
Okay. You keep it up. Don't spend too much money on bullshit.
It's his money.
Mom Kori is giving advice.
Oh, you have fun with the captain tonight.
I do not appreciate the insinuation.
Sure you do. And Nala winks at her.
That makes Kori smile.
And then she promptly AFK'd.
Guess we are continuing to walk back.
All right. Well, you make it back underground, no issues. So I'm assuming you are going to disseminate your supplies as necessary.
Yep.
Okay.
Yes.
Dinner time rolls around. What do you all do?
Get some food.
I gotta tell the cooks about my magic powers for tomorrow.
Magic
All right.
food powers.
And how does that go? How are you
Amazing.
explaining it to them?
Oh, do you want me to RP it? Okay, hold on.
You don't have to like fully RP it, but the question I'm going to have as a DM is, do you tell them that it's going to be nourishing but completely bland food, or are you just going to be like, I can make whatever I want?
I am going to offer to supplement the good tasting food with like more bulk for them. Like
Okay. And
I
how
can
often
make
can you do it?
it's a third level spell, so if we don't go out and like do a task, I can do it 3 times. And it's 45 pounds of food each time.
That
But
they're asking you in game, like, how many times are you going to do it for us? Are we going to have all 3 meals? Just 1 meal? Like, we need to know so we can set up flyers and be like, hey, this person is going to do this. Are you interested? And then how many times we're doing it. So we need to
well,
know.
she will commit to once a day at
Okay.
least.
And
For
which
sure.
time is that? Morning, mid, or afternoon?
Well, I guess whatever meal they feel they need supplemented the most, probably dinner.
Dinner. Yep, absolutely.
So she will offer at dinner to supplement what they have with 45 pounds of not very amazing food, but at least they will have to spend less money on like, I don't know, rice and grains, like that kind of shit she can replace with her.
Okay, so can you
See-
show up early for dinner so you can set this up and then work with us and then explain to the people before they eat it so they don't think like they're being poisoned, right?
If if we're not on a job, I will do that, but I know that we're also going to try and do work for you guys, so I don't.
Well, we need to know so we can prepare because I don't want to set up a flyer that says this person is going to give us food and then you not show up.
Would you prefer if I did breakfast?
I prefer you just doing it so that we're prepared for it.
I am
Commit to
offering
a
you
time and we'll work with you.
I'm offering you the very best help I can, which is to commit to it as long as I'm not sent out on a job by your captain.
I'm really
Alternatively, I
grateful.
cannot do this.
I'm really grateful, but you got to understand where I'm coming from, where I can't commit to anything if you can't commit to it.
How about this? When I'm here, I'll come check in with you.
I don't know how to take that. Like, you will be here and you will provide food immediately?
When I can, I will do it. Today I can't, but every day from now on that I'm here. If you want me to come by before dinner and see if you need supplemental food, I will provide it.
So the flyers are going to say,
Why do...
That-
Oh, never mind. You know what? You guys are good. You already have a system. You don't need my help.
Ooh, sassy Kori.
Kori is too old for this shit.
Is there another kind of Kori?
you can tell that the person you're talking with, which is female cook, is just like, I don't know, whatever.
They
All right.
like fucking sent us out for rations. They don't want free food. So like fucking too bad for them. That's how Kori feels.
All right. So, what does everybody else do? Dinner is fine. There's no issues unless you decide to have any conversations as necessary.
Eating
After dinner, I'm gonna go talk with Shin.
After dinner, we're all gonna go see the captain. And then you're gonna go talk to Shen.
Seem to want to have your alone time with the captain. Don't want to interrupt.
Nala rolls her eyes at Kori.
Well, I mean, I just obviously make mistakes when you guys aren't around. I could go by myself again, but that's probably not the best idea.
Kori, are you saying we're your security blanket?
At the least.
I accept this.
Guess we could go to start out and find out about this ship.
Okay. You all will head to the captain's chambers. Duncan's standing outside. He looks a little surprised, but nods to you all, and then knocks on the door, and you hear the captain's voice, "Come in."
Everybody walks in.
All right, everybody, make me an insight roll. Oof.
I'll just take a 10.
All right.
26.
So that's 14.
The captain is wearing some very fine outfit, and she's definitely caught off guard when all of you enter. She tries to hide it, but is bad at it.
Oh my god, come on.
Hey guys, I think this really was just a conversation for Kori. Guys, all right, I'm gonna start
I
trying
think
to
we should head out.
shuffle everyone else out.
Over
Kori,
my
have
go
fun.
out.
I think you might already have dinner plans going, so we'll be on our own tonight without you. All right, have fun.
Over my shoulder, I say, "Hey, don't forget to ask where the ship's going." Okay, bye.
And we
And I
walk
close the
out
door.
and leave them.
What's it
Have fun.
So, Tig, on a scale of 1 to 10, how amazing is this to watch Bex?
Pretty amazing. Oh no.
What happened?
No, it's fine.
I
more
don't
than
wanna.
Nah,
Too
you
bad.
gotta.
You must flirt with the sigh.
That's not the problem. Anyway, so Kori's uncomfortable because I don't know how else to play this. So, sorry, I was just gonna get the rest of the info we need about the ship thing quick with everyone, but they're God, no, that was fast. Sorry.
So the captain's just gonna sigh. All right. We obviously need to address this before it gets ridiculous. I guess it's a bit too late. I'm getting mixed signals, and that might be my fault. I apologize. So I'm
Sorry,
just gonna lay it
signals.
out there. Are you interested in me or not?
Kori sits down and she says, I can't really be interested in people. So it's not, you're awesome and wonderful. And I'm really excited about what's happening for you spiritually. But I have already had the great love in my life. And there can't be anybody else for me.
Okay.
I am very sorry if you got mixed signals from me. That was not my intention at all.
I believe you. It is unfortunate, but that is the way things are. If you're still offering for help, I would still appreciate it, though.
I very much want to help you. But if it makes you uncomfortable, then I can not do that.
No, I wouldn't be in this business, and I wouldn't be where I am right now if I couldn't understand how to deal with my emotions. So I am okay with this.
You are breaking my heart, you motherfucker. That is so sad. Okay, we're in a train, cleric train, whatever that fucking looks like.
So she will take you out of a side passage that goes outside of the city into what looks over the ocean in a pretty secluded spot. But very good for training things that are kind of loud and kind of conspicuous.
At some point during this evening, Kori's gonna ask the captain what her first name is.
I have it written down. I just need to find it. Galera.
Cool, I spelled that wrong immediately before you sent it.
I mean, it seems like it wants me to say gay lira, but I'm like, nah, I'm just gonna say ga.
Given that you have her being gay, maybe her gay lira is probably not the best. Okay. Well, Kori will be as kind as she can possibly be. Well, and we
While
will
breaking her heart at the same time.
I look, me as a player, my heart is like so sad. But as tempted as I am to have Kori kind of adjust her worldview, that's not Kori, so forget it.
Yep. She's able to take it in stride. She is, as she said, she's very old and very used to this and can easily adjust. So she
And
takes the training and is pretty happy for it, all considered.
we'll keep doing this until until we leave.
Well, since she's an elf and they only needed the trance, she's up for doing it for a while. And as it gets darker and darker, less people are going to be able to see. So she will ask you in the ways of being a cleric what it means, because she remembers some things, but not all of it, and just kind of try to get her bearings again.
I have a duty to one of my friends this evening, but that will be our conversation for tomorrow. How about that?
Okay. Kori, I need you to make me a wisdom save.
Let's see. Where are my stats? Wisdom. That is a 25.
Okay. Noted. And then she will take you back inside, downstairs, through her room.
At some point, can I also have asked her where the fuck that ship is going, please?
Oh. Oh, yes. It will be going to Dark Harbor.
Oh, okay. Cool. That's Yeah.
Which is where you wanted to go in the first place, right?
That's not where Bex wants to go, but I think that's where the group wants to go. So yeah, sure, yes.
That's towards the next place we need to go to.
I'm just saying if we're gonna get a ship, like a favor done for us, why don't we go all the way to Providence and work our way back? But that's just my opinion.
I can tell you right now that ships back in those days, for as long of a distance as that is, unless it's a larger ship, probably doesn't have the supplies to make a trip like that.
The funny part is that Kori's not from this world, so wouldn't know that.
Well, it's
But
not really Kori's opinion either, it's mine, so
sure.
it's fine. Everything is cool.
Is it
Like,
though?
most of the time, ships like this would keep going around the landmass as it is to keep getting to other ports. And so if there was like, say, a port or something on this island or whatnot, it would follow the landmass to about here, and then it would cut across, go to here, and get to a port, and then go cut across again to like Donna, and then cut across again to go to Providence.
Yep. You are correct.
So what you're saying is that we should just make friends with these people on this ship and keep rehiring them?
I'm saying we should probably just go to Dark Harbor and then see where that goes from there.
Copy that. All right. Kori will say that she's pretty sure that the group will want to do this, so she will confirm in the morning, but that it's probably a go.
She has a look of mild annoyance of like.
Okay, fine. At the look of mild annoyance, Kori will say that's what we're doing.
Okay.
She's gonna decide to be a leader for right now and just say that's what we're doing.
Okay.
I thought Matthias or Kori was the leader already.
Kori
Yeah,
does
from
not
what I
feel like a
understand,
leader.
Kori's the mom of the
Happy.
group, and Matthias is the dad of the group.
Yeah. That's different. But anyway, we have agreed to this.
Wait, what?
It's happening. I have made a unilateral decision, y'all. Are you happy?
So unless anybody
I'm never
has
happy.
unless anybody has anything in particular they want to do for the night, the rest of the night's gonna go uneventfully.
Oh, Kori's not gonna sleep. She's gonna watch Nala sleep after Nala falls asleep.
Okay.
That's mildly creepy, but okay.
That's not creepy at all.
I did ask her to help me with my dreams, so I mean,
Yeah, see if anything visible happens. Like if I can sense any wait, I think I prepped detect magic. Hold on. I thought I prepped detect magic. I guess I didn't.
Okay.
So anyway, that's gonna be almost useless, but that's what she's doing.
Are you gonna wait for sure for Nala to fall asleep?
Yes, I don't want her to know I'm doing it.
Okay. Yeah. Great.
do I still get to go talk with Shin?
Yes.
Where's Shin?
He'd probably be in the workshop.
Go to the
After
workshop.
he has changed out of his formal clothes. Don't want to dirty those up so fast.
Good call.
I go to the workshop.
Hello, Nala. What can I help you with?
Hey, so I was just kind of, curious about what you might have thought of me looking like today.
In the sundress?
Maybe.
Well, your hair was more stylish previously, but the purple flare helped a little bit. Was it purple? Was it blue? It was purple, right?
With the purpley, yeah.
Yeah, that was the biggest thing. You were really tall for a sundress. Could probably modify that to actually have a longer dress if you wanted. I don't really know for sure. I do work with clothes though.
You do?
Yes.
What would be the most beautiful on me, you think?
I can't really say for sure right now.
Well, feel free to think about it. Okay, good night. And I go to my room.
Sorry if this conversation caused any embarrassment.
I'm okay.
Okay, good night.
She most assuredly is blushing.
All right. So Kori, I imagine you were waiting in the bunk room, or
No,
no?
I'm-
Because you would have come in probably pretty late. So Nala would already have gone to sleep. Does anybody else want to do anything for the night before that part?
Nope,
Huh?
Esco's totally just gonna go to sleep.
Yeah, probably eat, go to sleep.
Okay. Nala, sorry, Kori, you watch Nala. You don't see anything. Nothing jumps out at you. She's sleeping. Nala, you have normal dreams.
Excellent.
Morning comes.
Is Kori still watching me?
I don't know.
Kori probably would have like taken a short rest at the end of the night so that she wasn't just staring at you when you woke up.
Is she like sitting in a chair sleeping, or is she like in a bunker?
In a bunk nearby, I would assume.
Yep.
Okay. Wake up. Put my normal clothes on because that makes me feel comfortable, and go find breakfast.
Okay.
Baz would get up and get breakfast.
So for narrative purposes, the next 4 days are going to go by with no issues, major issues. You guys can do and micromanage however you wish.
Is it gonna? Ah, my push to talk fucked up there. Is it gonna be any different towards jobs that we're trying to complete?
I mean, you'll have different items you need to work on, but any jobs that you will filter out, obviously the gray moral jobs, and be doing some of the easier stuff, which will end up start turning into collecting stuff from outside of town, unless you want to just dump money into this business or this organization.
I'm assuming we aren't making money out of the organization.
No, you are not.
Yeah, so probably collecting stuff outside of town.
If you collect stuff outside of town, you will get. If you collect stuff outside of town, you will get paid for it. Not very much. It's when you're buying things in town to give them. It's unless it's specific stuff like food rations, they will pay gold piece for gold piece, whatever you buy, up to a certain amount. But for the stuff like the ore, they can't really afford as much.
Okay.
All told, if you will just do gather or any of the easier stuff, you can make, we'll say, about 15 gold a day each.
Okay.
Cool. I'll take that money.
And you said it was for the next 4 days?
Yeah.
Okay.
On the fourth day, Duncan will approach you all when you're eating, because it's generally when the most of you are together. We'll say during breakfast, and request that you talk to the captain. She has a job for you all, if you're interested.
Yeah.
Okay. Guess we're heading there then.
Do you get Shin or not? Because he, unless otherwise told, Shin is never going to be with you.
Yes, we will get Shin.
Yes.
Okay. So you head to the captain's office, knock on the door. She says, "Come in. Please have a seat."
She's not dressed the same way she was last time, right?
No, she is not dressed the same way.
Okay.
I have a job offer for all of you. I've noticed that you've all been helping us out, which we greatly appreciate. Within the next few days, the dwarven band Windrose is going to come in town and play for the military. We want to use that opportunity to, let's say, skim a few items off the top that the church is not going to miss. And I want to know if you're all interested before I go into the details.
I look at Kori.
Silent cutting out for anyone else? I could only hear parts of that.
Sorry.
It might just be me.
He wasn't really cutting up much for me.
That might just be my thing. I'm gonna close out and reopen it real quick.
So, during the time before we get to this meeting, are there any other breakthrough potential things that I could make with the device?
You are 1 day away from finishing what you need.
Okay.
Test 1 2. Test 1 2.
Yeah, sounds better. Sorry
All
about
right.
that.
So basically, she was asking if there's going to be a dwarven band coming into town called the Windrose, and they want to take this opportunity to strike at some of the warehouses that the church has and just skim a few of the items that they won't be missing, and asked if you're interested in the job.
Sounds like a covert operation? We're not very sneaky.
So we don't need you necessarily to do the sneaky parts of it. We have all that taken care of. The only in particular would be Nala, because she is a soldier and has the understanding of a soldier. So she could be a backup guard if necessary to maybe kind of throw them off or just kind of keep them occupied. But what we want for the rest of you is to help us move these items. And the more people we have, the more people that I can trust to do that, the faster it can be done.
Yeah.
Sounds
We're just-
reasonable to me.
Yeah, if we're just helping move stuff, that's should be easy enough.
Okay.
You understand that this is kind of like stealing, yes?
Yes, this is kind of like stealing.
I look at Kori intensely.
You know, to be fair, it's not that I have a dislike for stealing, it's just that I'm really bad at it.
Do you think I've never stolen anything before, Nala?
I'm just saying, you always get all huffy when we start to go into the gray area, so I'm just making sure that you're okay.
I really just don't like killing people. That's
This
really
is
just
this is me trying to show feelings.
No, I really appreciate it.
All right, moving
Thank
on.
you.
Okay. So the job's going to happen in 2 days, and it's going to be at night. If you could, Nava, stop by Molly and get your measurements to him so that we can get a guard outfit for you just in case. We don't expect you to need it, but we want you to be wearing it. Something wrong happens.
Okay.
For the rest of you, I would prepare for quick retreat. Perhaps anything that you could do to slow down anybody who'd be chasing after us.
Already set.
Prepping spells now.
Yeah. Other than that, I haven't really thought about. Most of the time, I give people reputation inside the organization when we do jobs like this, but you guys aren't going to stay here for very long. So, would you like compensation for this?
In the form of what?
Gold.
You know, I was expecting that since I was already putting gold into this place and helping it to get more off the ground, that it would work. Huh. I wasn't expecting gold back. What about you guys?
I
I,
am okay either way. I don't require it to help them out.
I wasn't
Do the
expecting
NBs
any.
have any bases in other places?
Yes. Our other major base is down in Donna.
Do other NBs are we out of game? Are we private? It's just her?
Yes. That you know of.
Hey, in game. Do we know of any other NBs that have started to come to their own bees about other gods?
I'm sorry, run that by me again?
Do we know of any other non-believers that have started to begin to have their own beliefs about other gods?
Oh, like me?
Yes.
No. Because the person who started that, she looks at Kori, is still here.
Kori, how come you haven't been doing that with more of the people around here?
Because it didn't occur to me that that might be a thing.
You have converted someone to remembering something of their past life, and you didn't think to do that with others?
It's been 4 days. Why haven't you yelled at me sooner?
I'm in my workshop helping Grim out and Alex.
I kind of
I mean, not my workshop, their workshop. I just help there.
I kind of chuckled
Oh
a
wait,
little bit.
haha! I don't want to replace Grim as boss, but I would like to have absolutely more rights over that workshop and other
Considering you're not
workshops
going
and
to be
other
here for
NB
very long,
places.
considering you're not going to be here for very long, I can't really agree to that. But if you do come by here again, then we can talk more about it. How's that sound?
It's more so I want to be able to have as we start getting more influx of materials and whatnot. I want to be able to tinker with that stuff more on a free basis than needing to, like I have had to do before, go out and get the ore for everyone.
I understand what you're saying, but you have to realize you've only been here as a group a week.
No, I know. So it's something where if we can get this job successfully and the other things before the ship arrives and whatnot, same with like Donna or whatnot. I know they have their own probably Master of Donna's NB place too, but you know what I mean, right?
Okay. How about this? I will put in a good word to you for the leader and Donna. And when you go there, they might be able to provide you better. And that would also influence what happens here when you come back. How does that sound?
Like I was wanting to get to that.
Great.
I don't know about the others though. They might want gold.
Nope, your plan sounds perfect to me.
She looks at the rest of you since all these Shin and Kori responded.
Mhm. Not really looking for a payment.
Nala.
She's pondering.
Okay. Isk?
Do not have much use for your gold pieces.
About if we when we come back, if the if people could repair my armor and like sharpen my sword and stuff.
I knock
make
on
it
Nala's
better.
armor. Nala! Nala!
Yes.
I can already do that for you.
Okay.
In fact, I'm a bit slighted that you thought to ask about other people doing it.
I'm sorry. You're just hanging my head.
Okay. How about this? I will ask you again when we're finished, Nala. But for the rest of you, it sounds like Shin's idea is what you're looking for, which is fine.
Which confuses me. I'm the one that really wants to work in the workshops and do stuff. Goals, guys? Do you guys not have goals? Come on.
Remember, 2 days' time at night, after dinner. Please convene in the main hallway, and then we will go from there.
Yes, ma'am.
Sounds good.
Dismissed?
Alright.
Are you questioning the dismissal?
I don't
I-
normally
hold
do
on.
that, but the way you reacted made me feel like I needed to. She shakes her head.
I did think of something,
Oh?
actually. Are you still out of contact with your spies in Hobblehaven?
Yes, we fear they are lost.
Well then, never mind. We're good.
Okay.
Uh,
Thanks.
we believe there may be a situation developing there, but if you guys can't help us with
Can you
info,
please elaborate?
Kori.
First you had
What?
my curiosity, now you have my attention.
To share with the rest of the class.
well, you guys all know.
Do we?
Yes.
Do we?
She pulls out a piece of paper and pen and ink and is like, all right.
MPT says, do we?
MPT can talk now?
Oh my god.
Anyway. Fuck, I guess I would not have explained this to her previously. So, yeah. Yeah, we were contacted by someone we are pretty sure is dead, and we're pretty sure that this thing that contacted us is impersonating them, and they're trying to tempt us to go to Hobblehaven, but we think it's traps. So I would love more information about what's going on at Hobblehaven, but if your spies are out of contact, hopefully okay.
Can you elaborate a little more than that?
I'm not really sure I would know how to explain it better than that.
Okay, let's start with why do you think there's a problem?
When
Because someone is contacting us that we know to be dead.
Okay, and who is this
Right.
person? Because if we get names, we can start at least doing some research, maybe.
I feel like this won't help you.
Try me.
Well, any people so far that we have given information to about bad stuff end up dead, so I'd rather not.
Well, I mean, you've already given me some information, right?
Thank you, Kori.
If you're worried about my personal health and safety, Kori can attest that I can hold my own.
I trust Galera. I think she's trying to genuinely help us, so she might be able to give us information.
I mean, I wasn't trying to be secretive about anything, so
I'm trying to be secretive.
Kori, give me an
not-
insight roll.
25.
How dare you give away her name?
Yeah, she's frustrated that you said her first name in front of everybody else.
Well, it happened. So there you go. I don't know what to fucking tell you.
Kori
Anyway.
is not smart.
Right, exactly. She goes with her gut, and she's, feels close to her now, so that's just what she did. Anyway,
After slaying her heart.
yeah, well,
Can
I said that
I-
Kori was being as nice as she could be. That this doesn't necessarily mean she's being super nice.
Can I get a feel for kind of like where this intrigue is coming from? Does it seem like it's coming from a good place? Is it kind of suspicious or?
Give me an insight roll. I mean, one of the things that they've taught you military is knowledge is power, or intelligence is power, rather. And you've already gotten the impression that this person is very good at note taking and keeping intelligence, as she's had a good amount of information on all of you. So it sounds like, and it seems like, she's intrigued because one, it's a place where all of her spies are gone, and she would love to know why. And two, any information is better than no information.
So it seems like on the up and up.
Seems it, yes.
Nothing. Well, it's kind of complicated. Like I said.
Again, please elaborate, and then we can go from there.
Okay, so I had a companion, a traveling companion, and her name was Danica. We went.
Of the Farron Clause, yes?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Okay.
And we went and we fought this dragon. It was the bad kind, the kind that
Okay.
wants to like kill everything,
Okay. She's writing down notes as you're saying it.
And we fought it, and we didn't do so good, and it ultimately killed two of my party members. And Danica was one of those members. And
did you get away? Did you run from it? How did it get two of your party members?
I don't really know. I got knocked out, and our companion Goldie teleported us away. But
She did what now?
I don't know. I'm not good with magic stuff.
Ixnay on the Goldier. I'm kidding.
I just know she got us out. I don't really know how or understand how. That's something you'd have to talk with Goldie about. All I know is that she was able to get me out and Matthias out, and the other two didn't make it.
So we're not for sure on what Goldie can do either, but let me tell you, when Goldie can handle her own, oh, she can handle her own. That's why we don't mind her adventuring with us.
What Shin said. So as stated, Danica passed away. A couple days ago, maybe a day ago, I don't know. There's really no sun down here. Days mix up. This entity contacted me telepathically and claimed to be Danica and wanted me to meet him or her in the place I can't remember.
Hobblehaven.
Hobblehaven. So hint why we think maybe something kind of shady is happening in said location.
Surrounding the Farron Clause or this Danica person in particular?
Uncertain. I don't think the Farron Claws are of ill intent, but I haven't personally met any of them outside of Danica. I know Danica was of a good nature and moral, but I can't speak to her family.
Out of game, Bex, did Kori translate her sending that she had with Danica's mom to us?
Yes, and actually, I was about to throw something in about that because
Never mind, back
that
in game it is.
response was, yeah, based on Danica's mother's response to my attempting to warn her. I'm not so sure about the whole family, but I don't want to just guess. I don't know.
Well, you said, Corey, that you are not from around here. Does it sound, from where you're from, are you able to bring people back to life?
Uh, Most definitely, but this doesn't. I mean, based on what Nala's the only one who talked to this new Danica, but it sounded like she didn't sound like herself.
Not at all.
So yes, there is magic to bring people back to life, but they would be the same as before they died if that was successful.
A druid did it.
The
The
spell that
captain,
would bring someone back from the dead that had no body would be very powerful.
the
Very,
captain
very,
is
very
writing down
powerful.
notes as you're saying this, and then goes completely rigid and has this look of shock on her face.
You okay
What's
there?
that about?
Could you describe her voice?
Kind of. I would say almost kind of pompous.
And then she just goes silent for a while.
I mean, don't leave us in suspense.
And then she starts looking around the room.
Oh yeah. Um.
Divine sense.
Nothing shows as evil.
Fuck! I wish I'd see invisibility so fucking badly.
Still leaving us in suspense.
Kori is going to grab her hand and ask her what's happening.
See, every time I fucking talk.
That's the only way we learn anything.
So, someone
when you
should probably
touch her
warn
hand,
Bex
she is
that she is
sweating.
not muted through TIG.
Yeah, I know, that's the best part.
It's amazing.
Bex, when you
have to
touch
keep-
her hand, she is absolutely sweating and nervous.
Oh boy.
She was talking. I didn't hear any of it.
Sorry, I forgot I'm on push to talk because you guys can hear me from TIG. I grab her by the face and I make her look me in the eye and I say, "What is going on?"
Oh.
Is
that's
it something we
weird.
can handle right now?
Oh no. She panics and tries to pull away from you.
I cast calm emotions.
Do, 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 do.
I think that actually has a save for her.
Ooh, no. Fails.
She is calmed.
I mean, sorry. She makes her save, is what I meant to say.
So she doesn't want me to calm her down, is what you're saying.
Correct. She's looking at all of you like you're about to attack her.
No, come on. I am going to since I know now that she's upset that I said her name in front of everyone, I'm gonna whisper in her ear and be like, Galera, it's us. You can trust us. What's happening?
She will go to attack you if you get near her.
That's fine. She can go ahead and attack me.
Okay. What's your AC?
18.
Okay. She has a dagger on her, and her sword's to the side, and she pulls it out and tries to stab you and completely misses.
I'm gonna cast command and say stop.
That also fails.
You mean she succeeded on her save?
She succeeded on her save. Man, I don't know why I'm having a problem to figure this out. Okay. Yes, she succeeded on her save. Correct.
I'm gonna try to restrain her.
Yeah. Guys, can we like control the situation, please? Help.
I'm already getting up to try to.
Go
do-
go ahead and roll me a. I think it's a strength or athletics. That's right, athletics.
Can I assist since I'm already up in the business?
Yep.
So take advantage.
Yep. So roll again. And then she rolls. Where's this stupid? Oh, God. Grapple rules just as difficult in 5th as they are in 3.5.
You're gonna have to grapple first, and then you can
Okay.
actually Duncan will get a turn, and then you can actually get another turn if she doesn't escape that one to actually restrain her from there.
All right. Well, I'm gonna say you're able to hit her, and then the grapple check is now, so that's fine. So you have her locked down. She can't escape. Nala has Nala. You have your arms wrapped around her completely. She's smaller than you, and you are stronger than her. And boom, you have her wrapped around.
Okay.
And she's like, "Get off me! Get off me! Get off me!"
Just calm down. Calm down. Calm down.
Tell us what's going on.
What happened? Why are you freaking out?
And she yells for help.
Are we about to lose another place?
Not knowing what to do, I conk her on the head to knock her out.
Okay.
Not to like hurt her, but just to.
That's fine.
Sleep.
You also know that without a weapon, it's going to take some time to knock her out.
Really?
Yeah.
It's not like the movies?
It's not like the movies.
Guys, there's a secret way out of here if we want to run. I have 2 seconds to make a decision.
Let's let her calm down. I'd rather not lose another place, and we've curried enough favor at least to where if we are detained here, we should be able to do something.
No, I agree.
Okay.
You're right. I'm sorry. You're right.
No, I'll just let her go.
I'll let her go.
We all of you back away from her, and we'll all back away.
Hands up.
Yep.
She will run out the door to Duncan and say, "Help. These creatures are trying to eat me."
She is Duncan. Or is Duncan the assistant?
Duncan's the guy
Okay.
that
Okay.
stands by the door.
Belvin, that's right.
Yes. And he like pulls his weapon and looks in and is like, "Eat you?" And she starts describing creatures that you're like, "What the fuck?"
Duncan, we believe a spell has been able to be cast on her from if either afar or from some invisible force, but something is going on here beyond our scope, and we think that you guys might have been infiltrated.
Okay, what do you want me to do? She's panicking.
We should restrain her until it.
Do anything, because we are apparently the creatures to her.
I can. I'm gonna try and cast a spell magic on her.
Okay, roll.
It's just a straight roll, right? I don't add anything to it.
It's 10 plus your roll.
Hold on, I'm reading the spell.
Okay. The difficulty is 10 plus the spell level. You roll plus your spell modifier?
Yeah, you're right. So That is 14. Which I think means it doesn't work.
I mean, it goes on her and you feel some resistance, but whatever you did not stop anything.
I'm gonna cast it again, this time at 4th level.
All right, roll again.
That time it's a nat 20.
All right, you land something, and when you feel whatever it is get stripped away, you see a small, let's say, think of a grub and give it about 10 size its size, pop out from the side of her head and land on the ground.
I try and smash it with my warhammer.
All right, you smash it, and it lets out a very nasty scream that just echoes throughout the hallways.
What the fuck?
And time stops for all of you as the walls start to ooze this black ichor.
Oh no.
Guys, just kick me out of the game. Everything I do is terrible.
Done.
You got sent to Whispers.
And you're back.
Mean. So fucking mean.
I didn't do that. I don't know
Yeah.
who it was, but that wasn't me.
I know you didn't do that.
Okay. So the walls start oozing black ichor, and you just
Give me a moment. I broke my
Yeah.
wife.
All right. While she calms down, I'm gonna go to the bathroom.
Ew, I don't know who posted that, but ew.
Remember that Supernatural episode of the same thing?
Ew.
All right. We good?
Yeah, she's recovered.
Maybe.
Yeah, I'm good.
I'm taking notes, but I'm good.
Okay. So time stops for all of you. The walls start to ooze black ichor, and then you just hear some loud bloop, bloop, like something's dropping from the ceiling down into the ground. Very
great.
big.
Can we move?
Oh yeah.
Can we see what's dropping onto the ground?
If you just stay there and look for a little bit more or a few moments, there is a large black globule that's in front of the door that leads out to the main room where she ran out to, and it hits the ground, and then this creature forms, and you think it's a gibbering mouther.
Oh great.
Do I taste the tasty bad
Oh
stuff?
God, yes, you are tasting it.
Oh,
You are
no.
tasting it all.
I look over to Kori and say, I don't think this is really on what you said. I feel as if we've just been found by whoever was hunting us.
Yep.
And I draw my weapon, and then I super don't actually want to hit this mouther still because I'm still not sure what the frick it is. So I cast. Is there any objects near me?
You are all in the room, so yes, there are plenty of objects near you, but I'm also going to call for initiative.
Okay.
probably cannot roll for an initiative.
Yay! My normal type of roll. Dice always
Yikes.
towards the end.
Oof. Okay. So we have what do we got? Initiative 10, 14, 4, 6, 13. So 13 is Shin. And, 6 Kori. 4 Matthias. 3. All right. On 16, the Mouthler goes.
Okay.
And it starts babbling. Blah, 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 blah. And then, what's its move? Does it have a move? Yeah, 10 feet. 5. I'll roll a d10. We'll say that Isk is the closest to the door. So Isk is going to move to attack you.
Okay.
Does a 13 hit?
Armor class 14.
So nope, it does not. Okay. And then it will try and spit at you, and we'll just say the order is this. So you, Kori, no, because Kori went to the other side of the table. So you, actually, it's probably going to catch most of you. So we'll just say Nal is the only one who's not caught in it. So you, Kori, Matthias, and Shin need to give me a no, wrong one. 13 dexterity save.
Bex is AFK real quick. She'll be back soon.
Fine.
I'm assuming if we're all close enough to get caught, we all get the +4 from
Yeah.
the aura.
You're all close enough to get the saving bonus.
I rolled. Be right back.
I didn't have to roll, right?
Correct. You're out of it.
Hi, sorry. Do I owe you a roll?
Yep. Dexterity
What
save.
kind of save? That's an 8. Plus 4, so 12.
Okay.
Still pretty shitty.
No, so it spits at Isk, and this blinding flash of light goes off. Shin and Matthias, you're both able to cover your eyes. Kori, you are not. You are blinded for a turn.
Copy that.
Well, my dex save already had the +4 on it.
Oh,
Oh,
then
was-
So
you
it's
are
was I
also
just a
supposed to-
10.
blinded.
Was I supposed to dex save also?
Yes,
Oh, oops, sorry, let me do that. Sorry about that.
you're fine.
Cool.
So Matthias and Kori, you're blinded for a turn. Shin, you're up.
Shin is AFK.
Shin.
He said he was going AFK.
He did.
That's okay. Gives us time to think about what we're gonna even do. Look at my spells.
Kori, this is not your fault.
I mean, what if this is just a illusion and we're seeing one of them as this instead of...
Oh,
Like, that's
God.
Don't give him ideas, V. Look at your face.
I mean, there's roles to determine that, I think.
So you will know out of character. You can see Captain Balvin and Duncan outside the door.
They're just frozen in time.
They are frozen in time.
Wait, time is completely stopped?
Yes.
Oh, that's weird.
See, Beck's got it. It's super normal.
All the
Everything
time.
is deja vu. Deja vu.
Deja vu, indeed.
Yep.
Sorry, I had to respond to quite a few texts.
Okay.
What am I doing now?
It's your turn.
Where am I at in relation to this thing?
You're behind Matthias. So Isk is in the front. Matthias is right there behind it. Him,
Are
and then
we all already in its gibbering range?
no. Wait. Yes.
Probably.
Roll a wisdom save.
All of us was sorry, guys.
Here we go.
Roll a d8.
+4 and plus flash of insight for another 4?
Oh yes, you're fine.
I'll flash of genius that.
Okay, you're fine. What do you do?
We
Since I am already in melee range with it, then I will arcane weapon as a bonus action, and then I will strike at him with my attacks.
You are within his range, but you're not within melee range. I mean, you can move there. It's
That's what I mean. I'm gonna get within melee range to
Okay.
actually do that, since I was already in range of the mouthing.
Yeah.
At this point, I don't feel it's going to do me much good to try to avoid the mouthing, considering it's a small enough room for it.
that's fair. Go ahead and make your attack.
Neither of these are going to be at advantage, but I have 2 attacks anyway, so I'm just going to do this. I'm assuming the first one misses.
No, they both hit.
All right. And then I will do the 2d6 plus 5 again.
I mean, you could just click the attack twice, right?
It just takes a bit longer. And
Yeah,
then
it's fine.
arcane weapon is also active.
Sure. Roll your damage.
And I'll just make that force damage again for that.
Sure. You cheesy motherfucker. I mean, go for it. Is it 2d6 for you?
If I hit both times, I'm reading it
Oh,
real quick
yeah,
just to
yeah.
make sure.
Yep. Okay.
Yeah.
It's still up.
And I will give MPT won't be able to move, but if MPT is within 30 feet of me, I will give a telepathic command to have MPT come to me.
Okay. He does.
Because I left MPT in the workshop for this.
Okay.
And that is my turn.
Nala, you're up.
Am I within melee range, or do I need to move into melee range?
You need to move in. Also, I need you to make a wisdom saving throw.
And I get a plus to that, right?
Yeah, you're fine. Go ahead and move in.
Okay. I'm going to attack it with my greatsword.
Go for it.
And
because you were behind the desk and you moved into the door, you can see outside the room clearly. You can see that there are more out there.
More gibbering mouthers?
Yes.
As I move in. And you said that we could see Duncan and Belva outside the room?
Yeah, because the Captain Balvin ran outside the room to get Duncan's attention.
Okay, as I move in to attack it, I'm gonna shout that there's more down the hall. Just so that everyone's aware. And I am going to attack it. Just
Go for it.
normal attacky bits.
Okay.
That's
hits.
the first attack.
Still up.
Second attack.
It also hits. It's still up.
Alright, and I'm going to action surge
Go for it.
and do that again.
All right, that kills it.
And then proceed towards the next one down the hall.
You can get close enough to attack it. So go ahead and roll.
I'll do my last attack on it.
Sorry. So pull back. The captain's
She's
in
gonna
the
need another
doorway.
wisdom save.
The captain is in the doorway pointing at you guys, and Duncan has looked in it as well, and they're both kind of blocking the doorway. You're not sure if you can squeeze around them.
Okay. I'm gonna say there's more down the hallway. You guys need to move, and I'm gonna try to move past them.
When you get close to move past them, you go right through them.
Oh.
That's not creepy at all.
Hey guys, I just went through these people.
Oh yeah, we saw.
That's
See
not
what?
normal.
I know it's creepy shit.
Do I still attack things, or do we run, or what do we do?
You know, I couldn't really tell you. I'm not sure what we're actually attacking at this point. That's a lot of free actions that we're getting too. So
yeah,
next
that's
person.
the end of both. That's the end of your turn, Ilaria. You're on the other side of them, and you have 3 gibbering mouthers that are in a triangle shape looking at you.
Excellent.
Kori, your turn. You are blind.
I am, and I was gonna try and do a touch spell on Nala anyway, but that's not gonna happen. So, yeah. Well, yeah. I am going to. I was gonna try and follow the sound of her yelling, but I don't think I'm gonna try that anymore. I'm going to cast something. Sorry, I had plans and they're not working. I am going to cast. Shit, I have to be able to see to cast that. Just kidding. I am going to try and blind swing at this thing. I can hear it, right?
There's nothing in the room except for you and your fellow companions.
Huh?
So the gibbering mouther that was in the room with you all is dead. Nala destroyed it.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Sorry. I'm like having trouble today.
That's fine.
Then yeah, I'm going to try and follow her voice and see if
roll
I
me-
can get to Nala.
Roll me a dex save.
Okay. Dex 17.
You make it out the door.
Can I like reach forward and try and touch Nala?
You bump up behind Nala, yes.
Great. I'm gonna be like, Nala, is that you? And then I'm gonna assume that it's her.
You all just watch Kori stumble out the room.
Be like, I'm gonna cast a protection from good and evil on Nala. So let me send that to the BTT. Yeah, there.
I look over at Isk and go, I should have made those goggles again today, but I didn't know we'd need them.
So am I unblinded at the end of my turn, or not until the top of?
Until it goes again, you are still blind.
But it's dead.
I know.
Okay. Well,
Or
anyway,
is it?
that's what I did. You are protected from evil and good. And then I will draw my warhammer. Which I already have it out. Just kidding. That's it. I'm done.
All I'm thinking is you go to touch your hand on Nala, but instead you swing your warhammer on Nala.
No, I just want to be prepared for next round, but I'm done.
Matthias, your turn.
Guess he'll try and make his way to where he hears all the noise.
Okay, roll a dex save. You're gonna stumble out, but you're gonna fall on your face.
Guess I'll get up if I can, and if there's any movement left, try and go forward a little further.
If you go any further, you're gonna run into Kori.
Well, I wouldn't know that.
That's true. So you bump up behind Kori, who's behind Nala, and you are right outside the door.
Oh, is that you, Kori?
Oh, hi, Matthias.
Isk, what do you do?
Seems like everybody's leaving the room, so Isk is gonna follow them where it sounds like there is more trouble.
Okay, go for it.
Roll ducks.
No, you're not blind.
Okay.
The only people who are blind is Matthias and Kori.
Alright.
So you can
then
go out easily.
go outside with everybody else.
And as you're going outside, you see Matthias is standing inside the captain right now.
That
Which
does
you know
not
was
look
where
right.
Kori wants to be, but that's okay.
I was about to make a very similar joke.
Alright.
I guess since I have my turn and nothing's going on, I'm casting Shillelagh.
Go for it.
Alright, I don't think I have to roll anything, it just happens.
Correct, it just happens.
Cool. I do that.
Okay. On 16, the Mouthers go. The one in front of you, Nala, will move up and try to hit you.
With disadvantage.
It's true. And misses, and then spits a glob at you. I need you to make a dexterity save. And Isk, you also need to make a dexterity save.
Gross. Mine is it's getting spit twice.
No, it's a different one that's spitting.
Oh, okay, got it. Dex save. Do that.
Matthias, and Kori, you're fine because you're still blind, so you're not seeing anything.
Oh, I get it.
Otherwise, that to me, that's just broken. If I can just blind you constantly, it's kind of silly. So you
And it's not like we can avoid it if it's coming at us. If we're
yeah. So everybody's fine, and that's turn. The other two will. Let's see. So they can't get close enough. So let's spit at Nala again. So I need Nala and Isk to make me 2 more saves.
Oh boy.
Isk is blind. Nala, you need to make me 1 more save. Nala is also blind.
doesn't she
Kori
have
and
the
Matthias,
+4?
you both can see. Yeah, even with +4, they just fail.
Oh. Darn.
And Shin, it is your turn.
Okay. I am not blind.
You are not blind, and you do not have to roll because you're not within 20 feet of them.
And can I go to at least see through the doorway?
Yep.
Okay. I am going to pick up a 1 to 5 pound object around me,
Okay.
and then I'm going to cast this. At one of the mouthers.
So are you trying to get an object that's on like a desk or something like that?
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay. You're going to go and reach out for that and it won't move.
It won't move?
Yeah.
Oh. Well.
And I will give you, roll me in.
Rolling an int.
I
derped.
Yeah. So yeah, you're gonna spend your action to try and do that, and it fails, and you're like, oh, duh, time stop. Even though I kind of understand it, but not really. I'm still working on that part.
I mean, we're still moving through it, so it was a
Yeah,
thing.
it's fair. But now you know in the future you just have to use something that you have instead of something that's lying around.
Well, as a bonus action, then I will cast this. It doesn't do the damage, but I can hold on.
Sure. Is that your turn?
Yeah.
Nala, your turn. You are blind. Is that right? Yes.
For my bonus action, I'm going to try to talk to Danica and ask if this is her punishing me for not going.
Okay. You don't seem to get a response.
Going to move what I perceive to be forward and try to hit the gibbering mouther.
You need to make me 3 wisdom saving throws before you do that.
Why 3?
Does
'Cause
she
there are
get
3 Malbas
advantage
around
on
you.
those because of the spell I cast on her?
Good question.
It says the target has advantage on saves. The target can't be charmed, frightened, or possessed by the creatures.
Right.
I don't know if this counts as any of
It
those.
doesn't.
Fuck. Then it's really not that goddamn useful, is it?
So 1, 2. Okay. Roll me a d8. Six. Now roll me. God damn. They 10 feet away puts them.
I hate these.
Okay, so roll me 1 DC. Roll me 1 strength check. Sorry. Strength saving throw, not a strength check. Saving throw. Okay. Now roll me 1d8.
I don't know what I did, but I'm sorry.
Nala starts moving to the left.
Do I feel anything?
You are magically compulsed to move.
Oh. Okay.
And that's your turn.
Okay.
Good times.
Kori, your turn. I need you to make me 3 saving throws. Wisdom.
Well, I just rolled 2 of them and they were both 2s. I have a +7, but I assume that a 9 doesn't do it.
Nope. Roll me 1d8.
So, well, do you want me to make the third one first?
No, don't bother. Just roll me 1d8.
Okay. You got it.
Is that with the +4 from the aura?
Do I get that?
Yeah, he's right behind you.
So that's a 2 + 7 is 9 plus another, so that's 13.
Oh yes, roll. then you technically can't fail. So don't
Yeah,
bother.
and then I also rolled, the next one was a 10, so that would be a
You're
7,
fine. You
21.
can't fail these, so you're good.
Okay.
So do whatever. But
All right.
yes, and you can see.
None of the 3 gibbering mouthers in front of us have been hurt yet, right?
Correct.
All right, I'm gonna go up to the closest one and I'm gonna fucking hit it with my goddamn warhammer.
Roll me a strength saving throw.
Yeah, sure. That is 23.
All right, you're fine.
Okay,
Roll your attacks.
Roll. To hit, that is a 21 to hit.
Yep, that hits.
All right, and then I do an extra d8 damage on these. So that is 7 bludgeoning and 2 radiant damage.
9. All right, still up.
And then bonus action attack again.
Go for it.
That is only a 13 to hit.
That'll still hit. Do your damage.
Fabulous, but I don't get the extra d8 this time. That is 10 damage.
Okay, still up.
Awesome.
Matthias, you're up.
I try and go up to one of them, and I'm assuming 3 wisdom saves.
What's your minimum wisdom bonus?
With the +4, it's a +8.
Yeah, just don't roll a 1. Roll 3 times. Okay, you're fine. Go for it. Do your
Okay.
attacks.
And I go up to the same one that Kori attacked, and
Roll your damage. Or, I'm sorry, roll your attacks. Then we'll see if you damage it. God. So many numbers.
yeah, so
I
that's a
feel like you
crit.
need to turn some of that off. So
I
I'm
don't
thinking it's a slashing damage, right?
Slashing damage.
Well, he crit,
And
so
crit.
it's just
Oh, it
And
did crit.
And since it crit, I'm gonna go ahead and put a 2nd level smite into that.
Sure.
It doubles
Get
the smite
it.
damage. That's
Oh my
funny.
god.
Yes.
How many d8s?
Funny enough, paladins make great crit builders for those.
It's still up.
So that's 18 plus 29.
Yep. Hanging by a thread, but it's still up.
Gonna attack again.
Okay. It's dead.
So, all right. Guess I'll face the other one and be ready, and that'll be my turn.
Slam your shield with your sword. Try to taunt it. Isk,
Sure,
you're
why
up.
not?
You're blind. I need you to make me 3 wisdom saving throws.
3 wisdom saving throws?
Yep.
You got it. Okay.
Yeah. If that's without the +4, you can't fail. Okay.
Yeah.
2 net 20s.
All right, go ahead and you're still blind, but go ahead and do what you're gonna do.
Alright, cool. Trying to figure out which order I should do these in. Where should I put this? I think I'm going to drop a totem kind of near just where I am, because I could see, like, Is could see before they got blinded, like, where people were. I don't, if stuff changed, they don't know where it changed to, but they're gonna drop a hawk totem, like, basically right near where they are.
Sure.
As their bonus action, and then for their action, I would like them to pull out the Pipes of Haunting and play those, because they're not going to, I don't think they're going anywhere right on this turn. Or they could, but they're gonna land on the floor.
Okay. So you hear, the rest of you hear a very haunting, just kind of disturbing melody coming from outside of the room. Is there anything else that you wish to do?
No, I think that's it for my turn.
Okay.
No, I think I'm letting it not be something that the party has to save against. I think they don't have to.
Yeah, you can choose to have people succeed. It is the Mother's turn. Does not seem like they are affected by the pipes. And they will inch forward and try to attack. One will attack Kori, two will attack Matthias.
Okay.
So Kori, does a 19 hit you?
Yep.
Oh, that's gonna hurt. Good thing I rolled like shit. 15 points of piercing damage. And you need to make a 10. You need to make me a strength saving throw.
The strength save is 23, but I also
You're
need to
fine.
make a concentration check. But that was also a 19, so that's a 21 on my concentration
Okay.
check, so that's good.
Oh, I gotta roll that. And it will spit again. So I need Matthias and Kori to make me a dexterity saving throw.
When it attacked her, I was gonna do that again. So, wisdom 15.
Okay. Did not get them. And it makes it. If it makes it
half the
half
damage.
as much. So half of a half. Let's say 15, so 7, so 4. Okay. Oh, there's only 2 left. My bad. So 1 and 1. One is attacking Kori, one's attacking you.
Okay, well, I failed that dex save, so it was a 3.
You are blind again.
Yeah.
Matthias, did you make a save?
I hadn't rolled yet.
You're fine.
Okay.
And the other creature will attack you.
Okay.
Does a 14 hit?
Nope.
Okay. That's it. Isk and Nala, you are not blind. And
Cool.
Shin, it is your turn. Oh, I'm sorry, Shin. You were looking out, weren't you?
For what?
Your last turn, you were trying to hit one of them?
No, I never called that.
Okay. Oh, you didn't, huh?
I did not, unless you want to let me have it. I never, because I failed my action. I used my bonus action, and I had moved a little bit, but I didn't move closer to the Mouthers.
Okay. So you would have, I guess from what I understand, is you would have tried to throw something at them, realized it wasn't going to work, and then just stop looking at them?
I mean, I'm paying attention to them, but it's not like I had a held action unless you're letting me just use a reaction at this.
No, what I'm asking is, do you get hit with the blinding flash that I need you to make a save for?
If I knew it was coming, then no.
I mean, you know how to fight them now, so roll me a dex save at advantage. How about that?
Sure.
Negotiations. You're fine. Your turn.
I'm going to test the waters of needing wisdom saves. So I'm going to go closer to one of them.
Okay.
Get melee distance to hit him.
Okay.
Is it 2 wisdom saves?
No, you don't have to do it because you didn't start within the range.
Alright. Then I attack, because there's still 2 left, right?
Yes, there's 2 left.
Yeah, I'll just attack. I don't know which one I'm going to attack. I don't know which one Matthias hit, so I'm going to attack hopefully the one that he's not next to then, since I think that one might be nearly dead already.
Okay, go for it. You hit. It's still up.
Adding 1d6 of that is force damage, 2d6 of it is radiant,
It's still up.
and then another attack. Ha!
Still up.
How much movement do you say I needed to get there?
You needed 25 movement to get there.
So moving away is not really an option. Is MPT able to move into the fray as well at this point?
How many turns has it been? 4?
If MPT is close enough, I will use my bonus action to have MPT also attack
You don't see
at the one
MPT.
that I am on.
You don't
Huh?
see MPT.
Okay, then I will bonus action cast that branding smite that I did last time already.
All right. Is that your turn?
Yes.
No, it's your turn. I need you to make me 2 wisdom saving throws. How far did they go? No, you don't have to. You're outside the range. It's your turn. You're not blinded, but you are 30 feet away from where you started.
Am I still being controlled?
No. Sorry, you're 60 feet away because you just ran down the hallway.
Am I close to one of the bad guys?
No, you're 60 feet away from him.
I'm gonna move just up to where I would, like right before I would have to do the roll.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yep.
Okay, yeah, I do that because like since I can't reach it and attack it. Correct?
That's fair. Yep. I'll allow it.
Okay, yeah.
Kori, you're up.
Fabulous. I am blind, so I'm going to wildly swing at the one that I believe is right in front of me because it just hit me.
Yep. Roll at disadvantage.
Will do. The lower one is a 10 to hit, so
That
I
misses.
will give myself guided strike.
That hits.
Well, let me mark off my channel divinity so I don't forget. That is 2d8 plus 4. I was wrong, by the way. My second d8 isn't radiant damage, but I don't think it made any difference.
Okay.
That is 11 damage.
Okay.
And I will try and hit it again.
Yeah, you think it's still up?
Let's hope. Yeah, the lower roll was a 17 naturally, so I'm going to assume that hits.
Okay.
And that's 12 damage.
Still up. You think. It's hard to distinguish the two.
Which one of us just got beat to death?
No.
Matthias, your turn.
So one of them looks pretty beat up, and the other one's still pretty fresh, right?
Yep. One of them, the one that's next to Kori that Shin had wailed into, is hanging by a thread.
I guess I'll take one hit at that one just to
Go
finish
for
it
it.
off. Hopefully.
I need you to make me shit.
I owe you some wisdom saves.
I don't think you can fail, so I think it's just. I don't think either of you can fail, if I remember correctly, right?
I have a
+8.
+7 to my wisdom saves.
Yeah, you can't fail. Matthias can. That's right. He had a +8, including the bonuses. Because yours was +7 plus Matthias is +4. So you can.
Correct. Yeah.
All right. Yeah, go for it. You're fine. So make your attacks. It is dead.
All right. Go after the next one then.
Go for it. Do it. Okay. Still up.
And that'll be my turn.
Isk, your turn. You are. I forgot. I think you are blind.
I think you said did the blindness wear off after the last turn? Did it wear off of? It was me and someone else who got blinded.
Was it, you and I?
Yeah. Were you still blinded, Nala?
No, it ended.
Okay, then I think it also ended on me.
Correct.
It ended on you.
I'm trying to remember.
Question mark.
Yeah,
Because if
you-
it was on the same turn, I imagine it ended on
You
the
were
same turn.
you were piping while blinded, which means. Did I have them attack?
Yeah, you had said that both of us, our blinds had ended.
Oh, sorry. I said that didn't happen.
I think
They.
they attacked two other people instead, Kori and Matthias.
Did I roll
Yeah.
for?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I'm the only person who's blind right now.
Yeah, because I think I
Right.
saved
Yes.
and
Yes, you are not blind. Sorry,
Okay.
you are not blind at this point. That's right.
Alright.
Status
Well,
effects are amazing.
and there's only one up now.
Correct.
Yeah, because now I can actually see again and see what the hell's going on.
Yep.
Alright. Let's just go for attempt at heavy damage. We'll see. We'll see how this goes.
You will need to make 2 wisdom saving throws first, please.
You got it.
I think
You're
Ace is
fine.
the other one who can't fail.
Yeah, I think you're right because she also has +7, not counting Matthias. All right, so go for it.
Alright. Yeah, I've been ruling out the large majority of spells that I have because they will friendly fire people, so
Fireball,
Isk has been
everybody. No
spending
problem.
their whole turn like realizing that most of what they can do is a bad idea here. So that's why they're going last in the turn order. I'm going to have Isk cast Blight and attempt to like cast a sort of necromantic spell. So I think this is a Constitution saving throw on them. But do I have to roll anything first?
I think it's just a save on my end.
Okay. Do what I need to do to make it show up there.
15. Just barely makes it. So half of that. Right? I believe.
Yep.
All right. You tag it, but it looks like it resists. And it's still up.
Okay.
And I've also 20 somewhere. That's annoying.
Can I, let's see, actions. Is wild shape something that I have to do as my action, or is that a bonus action I can take?
I believe it's an action.
Action. Alright, I'll save it for a different turn. I think that's it for my turn right now then.
Okay. They go. Damn it. It's right there. Yeah, I believe it's an action.
It's only a bonus action if you're Circle of the Moon.
Yeah,
Mhm.
that makes sense to me. Okay.
No worries. Do it on another turn.
Only one left. Does not get it. Matthias, you get attacked.
Okay.
And it misses. Shin's turn.
Do I need to make a save?
Yes, you do. 1.
Wisdom?
Yep. You're fine.
I move towards him and give him a couple whacks. Attempted to give him a couple whacks.
Okay. Roll me a strength save.
Strength save. What am I getting into now?
As the ground around it is very difficult to move in. You're fine because Matthias.
Okay. Matthias, your aura, man. All the clutch.
Yeah, I mean everybody's like Paladin doesn't do the most damage. I'm like, the aura save is ridiculous. +5 to all your saves is dumb.
Oh. Oh.
Oh.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
That's a crit.
Plus that.
It's dead.
Yeah.
You squash it into the ground and it slowly dissipates as the world around you, all the oozing stops and everything starts to return to normal. And that's where we're going to end it because it's 6 o'clock.
Jeebus.
Real quick. Is anybody hurt other than me?
I took no
I
damage.
think it was mostly blinding effects.
Anybody?
Nope.
Miser, Hilaria.
Nope.
Nope,
Okay,
just
cool.
you.
Never mind.
Shin just tied Matthias for the biggest hit.
Yeah.
Way to go! Ow! Guys,
Good job, guys.
just boot me from this game. Every time I talk, something terrible happens.
I love it. Keep talking to people.
Miser, you
Just-
bitch!
He's just giving you what you want.
Don't be a bitch.
Don't ask for things you don't want.
You got a
Exactly.
point.
It's a fair point.
Hilarious, spicy.
All right. So, is there anything coming up in the next 4 weeks that I need to be aware of?